Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live.
I love it.
I love
it. I know you got the pep in your step, motherfucker. I love it.
I didn't even have like a bang today or anything.
Oh shit! It's good times. Hell yeah!
I just opened my third Coke of the day though.
My man
does the body good.
That's nice. So Vinny in there already?
Yes, we got Vinny. He was
Big
in
Walter.
there. Yo, Vinny was in there as soon as
for the rest
it
of us.
popped.
Vinny
we got
was like,
some
fuck y'all,
Walter
man,
Young.
Walter in the house, big Walt in the house.
Oh hey, what's up,
This
Charlotte?
motherfucker, I see him.
Back in.
Live. That's right.
Live.
Putting in the sauce. I love it.
Yeah, man. You know what? The door is closed, so I bet we can get at least a real good one out before I get yelled at. Woo!
There you go.
Yeah, I love it, man. You're just gonna see a sandal behind your head.
That'd be awesome.
Poor kid. You just gotta deal with you all the time, dude.
Man.
Dude, that's good for the show.
And I've been a pain in the ass.
Dude, I was gonna say, man.
I've been a pain in the ass this week too. I've been like all man baby because my back's been hurting and she's been having to take care of me.
Oh yeah. Big old baby. That's rough though, man. What are you gonna do? We had a weird week, man. We had this has been the craziest semester at my job, dude. Oh no, do you see her?
Oh shit.
Yeah, like this.
Hi, honey.
He's sorry, Kate.
No, he's not. He's just gonna do it again. He can do it until he gets yelled at. We there's like so much shit that's happened between January, like 4th, whenever we came back to school, and right now. And then like we had 2 snow days. Like it like rained and ice and stuff. So I had Thursday and Friday off, man. And it's been nice, dude. Like I've just been doing some shit around the house. I needed that, dude. I needed that. You ever feel like that? You just need a day to. Like today, I got like so much shit done around the house, man. Jackie's working, so I'm just like wearing the baby and just like doing all these chores, like rearranging all this furniture, man. It's like,
Sam, I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a baby in the house in so long, but I try to remember like how chaotic it can be sometimes, how crazy it can get, and it's like, goddamn, man. Like especially when like. You're not used to it, like right off the bat,
dude. Yeah, so that was what it was like. Yeah, that was what it was like. Whenever we had Eli, Sonny was 2, so he was pretty much still a baby. Right. And then when we had Billy, Eli, he's 4, and he takes care of himself pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got to make his meals, and that's pretty much it.
Right.
But so that first month, that was an adjustment, man. But like you just have to tell yourself like. Just keep your shoes and socks on all day because like the idea that you're going to get to sit down and kick your feet up for any amount of time, like just let that go. Just let that go and accept it. And then you're going to be okay. And that's
and you guys got multiples. I only had the single, you know?
Yeah. I mean, well, what was good is we waited. I mean, the deal. One of the things I told Anna, I said, listen, honey, here's the deal. I said, we'll have kids. I'm cool with that. But I said, I'm telling you now, I ain't never gonna have 2 kids in diapers at the same time.
Yeah, that was what we did with the first 2. That was rough.
Yep. And she said I mean, we didn't have Rhea. It's like RJ was like 5. You know, I mean, he had just turned 5 and so it was like okay. I said, that's good. RG's good to go. He pretty much could handle his own business.
When they're that old, like you can put them kids to work. You know what I mean? Like like that's what Sonny's like. I'll be like, dude, I got to take a shower, keep an eye on the baby. You know, like just just make sure nothing falls on
What do I do if the kid starts yapping? Just stick a bottle in his mouth or whatever. Whatever.
I'm like, just give her her binky. Like,
just give him the binky. The binky's the magic. That's the magic thing, right? The binky.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I remember how pissed off RJ was when Anna went into labor. It was in the middle of the night. We had to wake RJ up. We went to the hospital. I said,
you had to bring him with you?
I said, yeah. I said, Mommy's going to have the baby. He goes, now? She's got the baby now?
Yeah, that's
oh, you
up,
poor
man.
kid, dude.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, right? Yo, he's like, so
you could have planned this better. Aren't you two the adults?
Yeah, we get to the hospital and he's like dozing off. I'm like, hey, I said, you can fall, you can go to sleep in a minute. Stay awake. He's like,
dude, that was we did that with Sunny, man. Like she just all of a sudden, went into labor or whatever, and I was like, this is fucking terrible. So with the next two, I was like, let's get an induction date. Let's get in. I was like, so and it's like it was perfect with the last two. We got there at like 8 a.m, did the damn thing. We weren't up all night. Because you're not gonna get sleep. Yeah,
you fucking modern parents. You can schedule your fucking birth.
Oh yeah,
you lucky dogs.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going through that shit again. That was terrible.
I've gotten Kate to the hospital in superhuman speeds twice.
Oh, I can only
First
imagine
time.
you.
First time we were living in Blacksburg, and Kate had an ovarian cyst pop. Well, our insurance and our doctors only did work in Radford.
Of course.
So I had to drive her from Blacksburg all the way to Radford Hospital, which is like 2 towns away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got her from
a dumb system, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
I got her there in like 15 minutes.
Damn, boy was moving, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the other time was when she went into labor with Cal. Because, of course, I'm driving, so I fucking popped that fucking... We had a Mazda station wagon at the time. There was a V6. And I just fucking popped that thing and... Unfortunately, she felt every bump on them rumble strips going there.
You're actually keeping it down because Kate.
Kate
said we might be witnessing a murder.
Stop and get gas, man.
You had to stop and get gas.
Yeah, because I just like always keep my cars on E. You know what I mean? Because I can just drive around town. I got nowhere to go. So it's like,
oh man,
so ignorant. I was like,
what do you want
me to do? She was like.
It was funny. We had to backpack when she got close to her due date. It was like, I don't know. It was wild because I think RJ was born like almost exactly on his due date. It was weird as shit, right? Rhea, a little bit different. Rhea was kind of a little bit, later.
Yeah.
What do you say, Russell? What? Finally, what? I forgot. I took the damn thing off last week too because he was bitching about the Eagles shit.
I wears it once a week, every Saturday night. Yeah.
So how did y'all like that fucking game?
It was a good game. It was quick, man.
It was good.
It was like the quickest game.
It did go fast. It did feel like it went faster than a normal Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I think the game went exactly kind of how I envisioned it. I thought I thought the Rams were going to win, but I thought it was like either going to be close or I thought the Rams were going to blow them out.
That's what I thought. I thought the Rams were going to blow them off the field.
And kudos to the Bungles. I mean, they kept it interesting.
Dude,
I mean,
that number 75 for the Bengals that got that one penalty. I want that dude on any team I'd be playing. That was one big boy, and he was mean and nasty. I don't know his name, but he got one penalty. He's one of the tackles, I believe.
I think you're right.
Oh my god!
He's doing what he got to do, man. Shit. I know some people were. Yeah,
I know Donald had a good game, but they still comparatively did a decent job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had to keep
with him.
Teaming him.
Yeah, they kept as tight as they did.
Yeah.
And it's like the last 4 weekends of games, we're just like, we got spoiled. I feel like just having many games, and including the Super Bowl, this time like go down to the wire. Like, it's just exciting, man. It just makes it fun to watch. It's better than a blowout, either way. Like,
I agree. This may have been the best playoffs we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was amazing. Yeah, it was
like
good.
I was definitely spite rooting against the Bengals. I was like, there's no way these motherfuckers are winning before the Browns. Not happening.
I'll tell you this. Me and my son were talking about it before the game started, and my son was like, he just kept shaking his head. He kept going, "How in the fuck are they even in the Super Bowl?" That's what RJ kept saying. He couldn't believe the Bengals.
Dude, I mean, like
there.
3 weeks before, like, I don't know who would have guessed that. Like, if you weren't a Bengals fan,
I wouldn't have thought, and RJ
they
being the
beat
Steelers
on the
fan
way
that
there,
he is,
like,
he can't stand the Bengals either. And he was like, "Fuck,
Oh,
they
shit.
cannot win this game," So
yeah.
But
my man Ralphie.
Look at this motherfucker. That's a cool
good
picture, dude. Ralph's a bad motherfucker, man. I love that dude. But it was a good game. I was happy. That's all I wanted. Everyone kept saying, "Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win?" I said, "Really? I think the Rams are going to win. I don't care who wins. I just want it to be an interesting game."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of wanted to see Stafford win a Super Bowl. I know that sounds corny.
I did too, man. I'm like,
after all those years in Detroit.
Yeah, this is a guy who did his time. Look how loyal he was to that fucking team. He could have left. Mm-hmm. He could have asked for a trade way years ago and been in the right to do it. And my wife fell in love with the motherfucker. That there was that Cleveland game, that game against the Browns back in his rookie year, when he went out with the separated shoulder and threw the touchdown pass.
Yeah, dude, that was badass.
Man. Yeah, she from that point on, she was like, she thinks Stafford is the fucking.
I love shit, dude. I love shit like that. Like, you could say, "Oh, it's stupid," and like he hurt himself, but like, dude, just let an athlete go out there and just say, "Fuck it, man." Like, I'm just prove, like, even if they're proving something to themselves, you know what I mean, and themselves only. Like, so many people like do this. Like, you guys, like, if you played sports or whatever, it's like some people go their whole lives without a moment like that. You know what I mean? Where they just get to like fucking dig deep and like show what they're. I love that shit, man. I love it. It's corny, but I love it.
I think it's awesome, and
I just I was positive the Bengals couldn't win. That was my only real thing about this Super Bowl.
Nick, you sound like an alien, dude. Fucks up with your mic, man.
Oh, hold on. Oh shit!
You sound like you're on that movie Hackers.
That's a little bit better now.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now. There you go. Yeah, I thought you had one of them voice changes on you, fucking.
Yeah, he sounds like a tracheotomy or something.
This motherfucker like an hour. He's like a what do you call it? A pack smoker and shit. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Listen, sweetie.
Yeah, there you go. No, it was fun to see. It was fun to see that happen for him. He deserves it. He's a good dude. He stayed with that team. I mean, his wife went through the cancer and shit 2 years ago. That was good to see her and all his kids on the field. I was happy for Cooper Kupp too, because Cooper Kupp is a bad motherfucker. That dude is, to me, he's the best receiver in the NFL right now. I don't care where
he definitely had a hell of a game.
He is, and he's the fucking man. He's the man. The motherfucker had an insane amount of catches this year. He's.
Am I still sounding all fucked up or something?
No, you're good.
You sound good.
They're on a delay in the chat, so.
Yeah, he's a beast. So I'm happy for him too. And man, they both got like nice looking wives too. And these motherfuckers got some smoking hot chicks, dude.
I fucking hope so, man.
They're goddamn football players, man.
They're
fuck
loaded.
That's what it is. They be nailing that blonde pussy. You know what I'm saying? And they get
that. God damn, Russ.
They go to
leave you.
Yeah. They go to D1 schools, and they probably just get linked up with some other college athlete. You know what I mean? Like a gymnast, a volleyball player. You know, can't go wrong. Look at the scroll. I hate Russell Musk. Hopefully someone's checking that, man.
I don't know if they. Well,
Anna says she's been in it.
Anna says she hasn't gotten anything yet. So, see, I think
I'll fix that.
I think people don't think if he said I'll fix that. I think people don't know if it's real or not. That's what it is. I thought they questioned it. Yeah,
anyone's making an email.
Anna said she's doing it.
It's she really did it. She showed it to me. I'm like, you fucking did that? Oh my god. So I said, whose side are you on, dude? What are you talking about, man?
I did this, you idiot.
She's like, I'm on my side, motherfucker.
I did it. Yeah, man. There's like, I feel like it should be going to work the day after the Super Bowl. Fucking sucks, man. Everybody at my school, like and I'm talking about like kids included. Yeah. Everyone's just dragging ass on Monday, man. And I was too, man. I stayed up too late, drank too much, partied too hard.
You know what it is though? It's because you can't just watch the Super Bowl. You're going to watch the post Super Bowl stuff. You want to see the Pro Trophy presentation. You want to see everyone's.
Yeah.
So you end up.
You want all the little perks.
Yeah, you want the interviews, dude. You can easily be up until like 2-3 in the morning. Really, it's especially trying the NFL Network. Them motherfuckers is keep on going, dude. It's insane. I think I dozed off around 11:30. I was like, I had to cut it off.
Well, so I got started early. That was my problem. By like 3:30, I'm at at a relative's house, beer in hand, and just going in. You know what I mean? So it's like by the time the Super Bowl was over, I was at home, but I was like, all right, as soon as the game's done, I'm shutting it down. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm shutting down. I got to get my ass in bed. And I was feeling it the next day, man. But
so what did y'all think about the dumbass commercials this year?
Dude, I didn't pay too much attention to the commercial other than the trailers, which I saw that they were on and just made mental notes. Okay, go look up this trailer when you get a minute to yourself. That was kind of how I did that. I didn't notice any commercials really, but
nothing really. The only one that popped out to me was "Don't Be a Larry." I like that one a little bit. That was kind of funny.
I saw that one.
I thought that was pretty good. That wasn't that wasn't a bad one. And I don't know, really, I don't know too many other ones stuck in my head. That was the only one that I really remembered focusing in on. I was like, oh, that's kind of hilarious, So, but the rest of them, and you're right, the trailers. I mean, I love the trailers. You kind of
we'll get there.
Perk up a little bit, but it's so it was kind of like I'm laughing at. Did any of you catch the the
Ralphie knows.
There was a commercial. I guess it was a commercial where they're just bouncing a QRT code.
Yeah, that was for what was that? Crypto.com.
I'm sorry. Night of Ren is here. What's up, bro?
Oh, hey, what's up, Ren?
Hey.
Ren, you a bad motherfucker, man.
This is one of my favorite people, man. That's a good dude. That's a good dude.
Man. Fuck, if I had his hand in life, man, I'd be cashing in right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that was
the electric puppy was a good commercial too.
What was it was like electric cars and what else? There was something else that every other commercial was too. Because people were making a joke about it. It was like I'm going to see a Marvel movie or I'm buying an electric car.
That's funny.
That was a cute little commercial though with the Robo dog, the little Robo puppy. I was like, oh man, I said we gotta go buy a Tesla. She said, no, we don't, motherfucker.
No, you're an idiot.
She said, keep putting gas in it, bitch. What that?
Oh man.
But it was and then the halftime show, of course, which was
it's my second favorite.
Dude, me too, Nick. I can't wait to talk about this because I said last week how the one with the weekend was my favorite. Mm-hmm. And this one was my second favorite. Dude, this just like you hear like certain songs or maybe I don't even know if it's that, but it's that's what this was like. 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, like those two songs that they did just took me to like a moment in my life. 2003 or 2003, and it's like. There's like 50 Cent's album, like whatever that first album he had. Maybe it came out or the year before. I can't remember. But it was like that album. Everyone was listening to it at least. Chappelle Show was on, like at its peak, and it was just like I was in 8th grade. And I just remember that was just like, I just remember that year. You know what I mean? It's like the weirdest things. Like you just remember certain shit. I couldn't tell you what I did this morning.
You know what I mean? But like, you make me feel so fucking old when you talk that way. I was in 8th grade, and I'm like, dude, I was like a grown ass adult working fucking ass. I already had kids and shit.
Yeah, no, but it's funny, man, because like that, I guess I'm getting like I was like that was just it. Like all the songs were just like on point. Kendrick Lamar came out, so I had to go and find Sonny, have him listen to that. You know what I mean? Like he loves that song that he played all right, and that's like Sonny's favorite song. So I had to go find him, and I enjoyed the shit out of it, man.
It was. Fun.
What about Eminem kneeling?
Oh yeah, I saw some people discuss. I think like apparently like explicitly like said he like not to do that or whatever. I don't know, and then he did it just to do it. You know, like what are they gonna do to him?
I mean,
Walter's talking in half comments. Fucking, they tease us. What they tease us with, Walter?
I love it. That's just classic Walter.
They tease us. They teased us with a '96 Bulls reunion.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Mary J. Blige, though, dude, she was looking thicker than the snake, man.
Yeah, I know. I love them thick legs.
I said, Jay, she still got it. She might have it even more than
she can squeeze you, boy.
I think so, man. Because like back then, you got to think like they had all them R&B chicks who were hot.
Yeah,
like and it was crazy because none of the lead singers were like all that dope, but you'd be like, yo, that girl on the left in Vogue video, yup, she can get it, you know, and you never knew their names. It was crazy.
Yeah, Mary, I don't know, man. Anna was really happy because Anna loves Mary J. Blige. She was she's a fan of that, so she was happy to see her on it. And my Mary J. Blige is different than that Mary J. Blige. My Mary J. Blige is what's the 411, hun. I got you.
Yeah. You know, Mary J. coming out with Method Man. That's Mary J.
Yeah, that's old school Mary J. That's really far back. That's a good man. I don't know. I think a lot of people shit on it, and I heard a lot of people shitting on it, saying that
Walter, you need to stop. Walter, you need to stop reading whatever Alex Jones of the rap world sites you're on. There ain't no conspiracy about Tupac hologram. If they were going to do Tupac and they were going to do NWA, they would have done an Eazy-E hologram too.
Yeah, and it was tough because it was Snoop and Dre, and didn't Tupac like not get along the best with all those people? Like
no. Tupac was tight with Dre and shit. No,
they had Snoop and Tupac had a falling out.
Yeah, so I feel like that would have been like this.
I thought they had like made up by the time he died.
They probably did. They probably had. But I mean, I know.
I don't know.
You know,
but. Oh, and what Walter wanted us to talk about because of this halftime show is the fucking Snoop a couple days before the Super Bowl bought Death Row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had some other shit come out, like somebody like sued him for sexual assault or something.
Whoa! What did you say? I heard something about him, and I heard some about some shit with Suge Knight and
Snoop bought Death Row.
He bought Death Row. I didn't even know Death Row Rex was still around. I thought it was gone.
It was gobbled up by like some huge fucking
was it just part of like a big purchase?
Yes, because it was at one point fucking Hasbro owned it.
That's hilarious. That's so goddamn fucking Hasbro. Typical Hasbro. We know what the fuck to do with
does
it
he?
anyway.
I guess. What does that mean if he buys it now? Does he like have ownership over like all the music they've produced so far?
I don't know. I think he
owns masters.
He owns the intellectual property. So I think he owns like all the fucking like iconography and shit like that, all the logos and shit. So he can start Death Row over, basically.
And apparently he
started over and he's probably to release a shit ton of merchandise.
Yeah, that means he owns Ice Babies. Remember Vanilla Ice had to sign it over to him because they hung him upside down?
Yeah.
Off the balcony.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. Suge Knight was a fucking menace, dude. That dude, he's locked up still,
I don't know, man.
And pretending to be blind or some shit.
No. Because if he is good, and I hope he is blind, because
is Suge Knight alive
the less people that dude can kill. He was a menace.
I thought Suge Knight was dead, dude. Is he still alive?
Nah, he's in prison. I'm pretty sure.
Is he? I thought he died,
man.
That's fucking crazy.
That guy's he's real life super villain, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you see, I get what you're saying.
You want about him,
but the whole Vanilla Ice thing is tough for me because we all know Vanilla Ice
because
is full of shit.
You love? Yeah, wouldn't you love to hang him over a balcony by his sneakers?
Yeah, but but we also don't know if Eli's telling the truth or not. So
he is scheduled to become eligible for parole in October of 2034.
Is he really?
Okay, yeah. What we got? How many years? 12 years. Okay, guys, you can breathe easier for 12 more years.
He's also been named as a prime suspect in the orchestrating the murder of the notorious B.I.G. Now,
did you remember when OJ? Remember he raided that hotel room in Vegas a few years back, and he's just he got off with murder, and then was just I'm not even gonna stop just being the fucking killer, man. I'm just gonna.
Well, guys like that, yeah.
When the hotel shit went down, OJ was like, "My bad."
Dude, he's on Twitter now. They
have an OJ impersonator on fucking Stern who's hilarious. Like, if I really did it right. OJ.
Absolute menace, man.
It's so bad because he can literally.
He's down here playing fucking golf on
do whatever. He's having the time of his life, man.
But he could literally.
He's in Florida now.
He could come out and say, "Yep, I cut that bitch's." No, he could say, "I just so funny." He could say, "I got a family throat." Right? He could literally say he did it, and they couldn't do a fucking thing to him. Can't do a goddamn thing to him.
He's got double jeopardy working for him. He's got
double jeopardy. He's already been off on it.
Statute of limitations. I don't know.
No, not on murder, but he already did it though.
I'm not saying Suge isn't tough and shit, but didn't it come out recently that somebody knocked his ass out?
Not
they're fucking him in prison.
I don't know. Careful what you say about him, but.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be careful. Come get me, bitch. I don't care. Come on.
This is why Google exists. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Somebody's banging his big ass in prison. I'm telling you, you know it is.
No, dude, he's banging someone.
Oh, dude, you don't think? See, you think he's hard? He's hard on the outside, but in prison, there are really hardcore criminals in prison. They might this motherfucker
he's fat
butt motherfucker. Come here.
Big, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, he's a fat guy. He ain't muscular big. He's a fat dude. He's like the rest of us, fat guy. I can't tell you this is the other day. They're like, come here, bring your fat ass over here so we can smack it.
Walter said it was Akon.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It might have been Akon. It says Rap Star Feud.
He ran that dude over.
Akon, he's something else, dude. He was he's doing good stuff now.
Yeah, one of the witnesses' names on this video is Diggadane Lee.
That's great. That's a good name, dude. I like it.
That is fucking gangster.
That's awesome, man. Oh shit.
Oh man.
See,
Akon, he's a different story than just your typical rap artist. This dude he was born on. You know what I mean?
Vinny is saying that. Vinny's saying Sugar's king in jail. I'm like, listen, I know you want to think that, but I'm saying, but hard motherfuckers that think they're hard go to prison. There are other harder motherfuckers in prison. I'm telling you, Sugar is.
Yeah, Sugar's probably only got to take it once every Sunday.
Probably,
because there's probably one or two bloods up above them, and they just want to make sure that Suge know his place.
Yeah, you made your money off of us or whatever, dude. Akon was born in St. Louis.
I thought he was African because
he's from Senegal. I thought he was born here and then he grew up in Senegal. But
okay, yeah, because he's doing electric plants over there and stuff.
Yeah, he's lighting, doing some good stuff over there. It's long overdue, but good for him, man. Yeah, because now he can add philanthropist to his little resume or whatever.
Yeah,
good for Akon.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that. He is like a
what's
gang
up,
member.
JB?
So if he's got a gang members in there with
Walter says the Bloods don't respect him.
I mean,
Vinny says he's a high-ranking Blood.
Yeah,
I say he's a Crip infiltrator.
I'm not sure. I just know this. I don't know. Like I said, I just know motherfuckers go to prison. They're hard outside when they go to prison. They're like, they're little business. So I don't know.
Yeah, see
That
that's the thing.
might not be the case with Suge.
Suge is ganged up. That's why I
Yeah,
said.
I mean,
like,
I feel like
you know,
somebody would have wrote a book. When I say wrote a
I
book,
think you're right.
I mean told someone their experiences, and then they would have wrote a book. You know,
he would have
like
gotten out too if he was getting raped. We would know about it. So I'm sure it would get out. Notorious Suge Knight.
I can't tell you the amount of times I've said that these last few years. If blank happened, you would have heard about it, and that turns out it happened 2 years ago, and you didn't hear about it. Like it's just,
I bet you that fucking Suge Knight is the Marcellus Wallace of the rap world.
That's a good point. Oh, that's right. And Marcellus
he got raped in that movie though.
He did.
That's what I'm saying. But he took a pipe and a blowtorch to them motherfuckers. It was like nobody gonna know this shit happened.
Yeah. So if Suge did get it up the boo-doo, the poop shoot, he probably got them motherfuckers back. He probably clipped them. I'm sure.
Just so everybody knows, Jason is going to send out the Hangout link so you guys can hang out and watch the show at the same time real soon. That's a really good segue real quick. Tomorrow is going to be the Nerds Have Spoken's 2nd anniversary show.
Yeah, 2 years, man. Dude. How about that?
Good for
2
them,
years, man.
Good for them.
Those some surviving motherfuckers, boy. They surviving this jungle. Man. Good for you guys. Congratulations.
I knew they was coming up on 2 years close, so that's why we came back so we could still have more episodes than they do. Fuck y'all.
I remember that when they were just getting going. It was like the first the first COVID year, right? Yeah. So because we were doing those they used to record Sunday nights, I think. I don't know if they still do, but
I think they're recording.
They're recording tomorrow, man.
And I remember jumping on there, man. That was fun.
They do
love those guys.
I know they've done a couple of live shows here and there. They don't do them like Jason. They don't do them constantly. They do them special times.
That's the big thing is tomorrow is live, and so everybody will be able to watch. I'll be on there for a little bit.
I'm gonna try to jump on late. I'm gonna try to jump on late.
I'm planning on jumping on at some point. I
gotta
hit Jason up, find out because I don't want to like just bum rush his ass. I'm like, hey, it's a good time. Let me know. I'll hit it.
Yeah, text me, Jason.
Yeah, let me in, baby. Come on, big boy.
Let me know because I'll be doing the Daddy Dicker. So, but I love those guys, man. Even though Yule's on it, it's still a good show. You know what I mean? So it's
I blame Yule for my new pop obsession. And I've got to show you guys.
What
something.
do you mean pop obsession?
Are you? What do you mean pop? Yeah, whoa, motherfucker! You ain't escaping that pop obsession. What are you doing, man? You got down that rabbit hole.
I got Spider-Man. I got
Funko Pops, dude. See, I don't know, man. It's weird.
I got Venom.
I've got a few of them, but I can't.
If you got one, you got them all, man.
I got Carnage.
You got Carnage. Holy shit!
And I got the Hobgoblin.
Oh Lord, have mercy. So are you? So what are you like? Fuck Marvel Legends. Let's go pop.
No, I just like the glow in the dark ones, and like I bought the Hobgoblin. It came with a T-shirt. I put it in a shadow box, and it glows in the dark.
So that is cool.
Kind of cool though. I mean, you got to give it to them. They gimmick, man. They gimmick the shit out of.
They do. And they have every.
Oh, and I got the Galactus.
They have of course they did Galactus. If they get a license, they do everything. They don't leave no stone unturned.
He's gigantic, and he came with his own silver surfer.
Hey, look at his head. His head is ginormous. Holy shit!
That's ridiculous.
I am the eater of worlds.
I bought the Voltron one for Anna. And that was kind of cool. I mean, Anna likes Voltron a lot, so I got the Voltron one for her. And then I think I've got a couple Transformer ones, but I really don't have to. And of course, Anna has a Deadpool one naturally, but I never, it's like, damn, I can't get too into them because like I don't know. I heard once you start going down, it's hard to stop. So
Yeah,
it's like
look,
crack.
everybody's like, I'm only in on GI Joe pops from Vinny. I'm only into this pop. I'm only into
Right.
that pop.
You guys all like
Yo, I was a
I don't
never
know.
pop.
Yeah.
You know, I
never
was
popper.
Now,
like, nah.
yeah, now you've been popped. Here you go.
And then
Cherries
and,
pop, baby.
and then I remembered I was into Mighty Mugs because they did Transformers and GI Joe, and I
It was the
love those
same
Yeah.
thing,
stupid
right?
ass things. They
Those
were
aren't
kind
still
of the
around,
same
are they?
thing. Nah, Mighty Mugs went out of business.
Shit,
Man.
you said Mighty Mugs, and I was thinking of those. What were those things that Diamond Select had, Nick? That were kind of like Legos almost.
Mini Mates.
Mini Mates. Okay, yeah.
Dude, those are still going strong. Maya collects
Really?
those shits.
Yeah, I know. I remember she had us one time, like, showed us this gigantic fucking box she had full of them. It was like
That's fucking
4 feet
crazy.
deep, man. Like, I
Yo,
would love
Vinny
if
said-
I ever find like a
Yo.
lot of those. I'll get those for the boys. I feel like they'd love them, man.
Jason's wife Bethany was telling me that she's got. I think she's
Dude,
got like.
so what Vinny's saying, that's I would do that. I would do that because I always see people in like the toy groups I'm in. They're like, you know, trying to get rid of these huge lots of like SH Figuarts, Dragon Ball Z figures, or like good Marvel Legends. They're like looking for pops to trade. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I wish I had like a room full of pops. So I could be like, hey, here's what I got. You know, what do you want for? Like,
Jesus.
Yo,
I just don't know what's
the
good and what's
homies.
not. Like, dude, I had Charlotte. I got a box full of
So many
homies to this day.
Weren't those
man.
the little guys that like
They're Mexican cholos, man. They're
yeah.
Mexican dudes. And
All right.
that was,
I remember them.
because dude, it's funny because like I was a little kid. I was in 4th grade and I started seeing those. In like I split time between St. Louis and Vegas in California, where my mom's side of the family 100% Mexican. You know,
know,
well,
right?
no, we're poor, but it was just like you could go stay with them, and we don't have to feed you for 2.5 months. You know what I mean?
He said we lived in the poor side of Vegas.
Yeah, which is most of it actually, in where I was in California. But it was like I was like, these are like my mom's family, all those people. You know what I mean? Like it was like most of them spoke Spanish. Like, dude, those homies, I got a shit ton of them still.
That's wild, dude. I remember those.
It's weird, just such a weird. Like I don't know where they came from, like who thought of them, but like it's just such a weird.
I thought they were a bubblegum machine thing or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they were.
They were, and I think they had like they released some of them like on like little bubble cards or whatever. Like somewhere, I don't know where they would have came out, but like like I would go to like my local grocery store, like just like find a shit ton of quarters, and I'd always be buying those, man.
I think RJ had a couple of them because I think Anna got him a couple or something like that, a couple of them, and I never knew where the fuck they came from. It's just I thought that's why I thought I remember seeing them.
There's got to be. I'm gonna look this up tomorrow, and I'll post in the MPSP group because there's got to be like a YouTube video on like the history of homies or something. Like it's just such a weird thing, man. Like.
Oh wow! Did you guys want to go into the trailers?
Yeah. So, man, I don't remember what all they showed. The one that stuck with me was the Doctor Strange one, man. Just because, it looks good. Like it looks good. It looks like well shot, and I mean it's Sam Raimi, so it's like I'm glad to see him. They had another director tied to it early on. I was worried about this movie because so they lost one director and they went to Sam Raimi, and then they did reshoots. So I know a lot of people tend to be like, oh, this movie's doing reshoots, this is problematic, but every movie does reshoots for
one. That's true, they do. I mean,
but this movie they did 6 weeks of reshoots. 6 weeks is the time it takes to film a whole movie.
That's what I heard.
So, So when I heard that, I was like, okay, so I don't know about that.
So do you think it was all the Wanda stuff?
I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that Marvel wasn't buttoned up on this and didn't have this planned out, you know, kind of meted out from, 3 years ago, right? So it would seem DC, I could totally see doing that, right?
For sure,
We're like, we're going in a different direction now, and we just found out about it. So, but with Marvel, that's a little bit kind of unexpected. But everything I'm seeing from it looks great. Like the trailer looked good. It's shot beautifully. Like the cinematography looks good. That's got to be Patrick Stewart, right?
Yeah, it is. It's his voice, and then they're saying there's some I don't know if it's a Photoshop or not, but they're saying that they saw fucking Mr. Fantastic sitting on there.
Yeah, I think that was
So,
like it's like a blurry little thing, and they're
Yeah,
like, "That's
and
him for
then
sure."
but
And I'm like, "Well, I don't know."
and then they're saying the other thing is supposed to be Tom Cruise as the superior Iron Man.
hmm So
Is
that
the rumor?
so that there was a better trailer came out, and that was apparently Monica Rambeau in like some type of armor or something. You see
Brink, possibly.
Oh my god!
That's
But
funny.
yeah. So
That's so funny.
but that's in
Stewart
Patrick
is
Stewart,
denying it's him.
dude.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, I want to go back and find this and I'll post it. But he did an interview and he was like, they asked him about it and he was like, well, I don't. He just danced around the question and then didn't deny it. He was like, I don't spend too much time on social media, this and that. And he's like people messaged me that day. I was watching the game. He said, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I'm like, okay,
I don't know, man.
then that's a yes, dude. That's it. Because I
Yeah.
don't even with leading up to No Way Home, like Andrew Garfield was straight up like, no, I'm not in this, and then he was fucking in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it's like when you have like that type of denial from Patrick Stewart, that seems like credible to me that he's in it. And Nick, this is what you wanted, dude. Like you remember 2 years ago we were talking about.
I told y'all.
Yeah, and you were like, bring him in, and I'll say then. I was like, oh god, that's the last thing I'd want to see. But post Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm like, fuck,
listen,
man,
this multiverse shit opens up the door, man.
Here's the thing. People are saying that they supposedly saw fucking Tony and Tom Cruise, Tony, and fucking Mr. Fantastic. What if they're fucking wrong? And what if instead
I didn't see them. I watched the trailer. I watched breakdowns. I didn't see them. Like,
what if instead of those two, it's other people, and instead of the Illuminati, we're getting the Quiet Council?
see, I don't know anything about that, man.
That's the new Hickman X-Men stuff.
Okay,
where fucking Magneto and fucking Charles run Krakoa.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And yeah.
Like that's cool. I almost wish they didn't, because I feel like that needs some building up to be appreciated the way that like I appreciated them being used in that way in that book, right?
But I also have a practical reason for it.
Okay.
They are having problems with reshoots on Black Panther because of Letitia Wright and her controversies and her injury.
Mm-hmm.
The rumor was that she was going to be the next Black Panther because of Chadwick Boseman's death.
Yeah, and then that's like comic precedence. Like that makes perfect sense, right?
Now there's rumors that she is done with her Marvel contract.
She was just in something else though.
And
we're about to be in something else. I forget what.
If Black Panther 2 goes and they write Shuri out, I mean,
are we pot?
Then you bring in the X-Men with Krakoa, and you have that Black Panther element of having a nation, an army that you can throw into these movies.
Mm-hmm. Man,
just like you did with Wakanda.
Yeah, when we're like where I would like to see build up to that. I would also, with the X-Men, I would love to see it to where when we meet them, they're already established. There's no origin. They've been around for this long, and it's like maybe they've been on Krakoa. Like I love that story. I only read the event book and didn't read anything past it because it was just so good, and I was like, this is it. Like this is what I was, wanted from X-Men, but I would love this. I think that's how the X-Men should be handled at this point.
Yeah,
but they're already established. They've been around for some time. They're doing their thing, and
I don't know, man. I wonder how. Like I think we all assumed that Shuri was going to be like the new Black Panther, right? Because that there is fiction to go with that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
a ton
like,
of comic precedents and everything.
you know, I always tell everyone this. Remember, nobody is truly dead in like in like Marvel movies or comic book. And I was thinking, why couldn't we bring somebody back from the dead? Who I don't know. He was kind of like the Black Panther for a while, and then I mean, I'd like to see the cousin, Mr. Cuz come back. I don't know.
It's
yes.
like if you would have asked
Ralphie's got a good point because I was thinking this too. Because in the comics now, M'Baku is different. They have a multi-dimensional M'Baku, like from an alternate timeline that they've written this story into. Like in the comics right now, Black Panther is the king of the dead on Earth, and then the king. He might be the king of Wakanda again, but like the big thing was he was the king of the Wakandan interstellar star empire.
Holy shit!
Wakandans way back in the day when they first discovered vibranium, built or found a spaceship and founded a interstellar fucking empire that ended up going to war with the Shi'ar.
Oh, that's cool.
Holy shit!
Which brings in the X-Men, like to some extent, and that's why I said that with the X-Men, and then the same thing with the Fantastic Four. I would like to see them introduce it. Like they've been lost for years and years and years now at this point, and they've been off in space fucking around. Right after Chadwick died, like the thought of recasting him, I was like, oh, gross, no. But like now at this point, not getting a Black Panther in the MCU like
would suck.
As T'Challa, not to say like someone else. I don't want to see Michael B. Jordan as his character take the mantle. But I feel like to
I do because I love Killmonger. So
I thought he was good. I thought he was good too. I thought he did a good job. I didn't like the direction that they took him in necessarily, but I feel like to not have a T'Challa Black Panther is a loss for the MCU as a whole, man. And if they could,
so you'd rather recast them than have something like M'Baku.
So M'Baku, maybe not. I wouldn't like to see Killmonger as Black Panther, which is I think what most people wanted. M'Baku's different.
M'Baku is still alive. Killmonger isn't.
M'Baku's the big guy, right? Him.
Yeah,
I liked him. He was cool, dude.
It's like
I like
Winston
that dude.
Duke's a good actor too. So it's like not only do you have to have the challenge of, changing like Killmonger's, motivations and things like that, but you also have to bring him back from the fucking dead. Yeah, which is a stretch in itself. So
it's not a stretch. This is a comic book movie. Wait a minute now. It's not a stretch. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
comic book characters always come back to the dead.
Not that it happens for it's always to the benefit of the
and they don't even have to explain it that great.
Fiction. But yeah, I'm with Bree, dude. Just fuck it, recast him. Like,
see, like I can understand that attitude, but I think that with him dying like that, and wasn't this something we were going to talk about last week?
I don't know.
Like how they recast, how like they deal with recasting roles in tragedy, like with Anton Yelchin in Star Trek. They said there's not going to be a new Chekhov.
Yeah, I remember.
What were some other ones? Heath Ledger in Dr. Parnassus, I think it was.
Right.
Where they had all those other actors replace him.
Yeah. Because that was his last movie. It was that's tough. And then they were gonna I think Chris Nolan had planned to have like a Joker like Easter egg thing in the last movie, but after Heath Ledger died, like he pulled now the early drafts before The Dark Knight even released in theaters and everything, but because I think Heath Ledger died like that January, but bring back Terrence Howard. Oh my god, that'd be nuts. It's
I don't know.
That's a tough kind of line to toe, and I think that Nick, you know, having a comic precedence of something like this means more than it did maybe a few years ago, because look how willing Marvel's been to pull from recent comic books for
that's
the
true.
movies,
That's a good point.
for the MCU movies.
And how they've remixed things that they've done just to make sure that it fits film better than it would have just coming straight off the page. Also,
and I feel like for us to say like, oh, it'd be strange to bring this character back from this other movie, we have to have like a pre Spider-Man No Way Home and now like a post Spider-Man No Way Home of our expectations and like what we kind of think is possible, you know. And which kind of leads me to say, I've been wanting to say this. It's like I don't want this Doctor Strange movie to just be like a cameo fest.
See, that's what I'm afraid of.
You know? Like, I'm worried about that too.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see like, oh, it's got, you remember this guy and don't you remember this guy and this dude? Like I don't know. I want it to mean something and progress, like move the ball forward a little bit.
Right. I'm worried that people are just gonna are just gonna pop up in it. You know, it's like, come on.
That is an option. That is an option too, Brink.
Yeah, make him a variant, but also just recast. Like I don't know. I mean, it's like, how are you gonna explain? How imagine that so like T'Challa, I think, is on a tier, at least in the MCU, of Iron Man and Captain America. I don't know who else, but like imagine the fourth Captain America movie and they just being like, well, he died off screen.
Yeah.
Or have that happen, because like it's unthinkable.
I think in some way Black Panther 2 is going to have to deal with Chadwick Boseman's death.
Yeah, and so
they've killing off T'Challa.
Yeah, they've talked a big game about how they've had it figured out for 2 years now, ever since he died. Of like they're going to pay tribute to all this shit, but it's like,
oh God, please.
Hey. They have to have like a real life.
Secret Invasion is coming out.
Yeah,
God,
that was a really bad comic book. It was okay.
So what other trailers did they bop? Like fucking Jurassic World?
I think that had come out a couple days before. Like I think they did a Moon Knight thing.
It was a Moon Knight. I mean, I was never a Moon Knight one I saw.
Which people are loving. I'm kind
of worried about the things that they've chosen to show in Moon Knight, because like that one thing, the fucking thing in Moon Knight where he's punching the guy looks exactly like the Batman trailer.
Oh yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I see that.
You know,
I'm worried about.
And then and then at the end where he jumps and his cape makes the 00 part of the Moon Knight thing, like the leap looks like something Batman would do in the comics too. You know, so it's,
I mean that's
like,
what Moon Knight is though, and kind of what he.
I know, but like I think they're accentuating that too much.
So here's the thing: I'm more worried about the fact that they did the like they've showed an image at least of the Mr. Knight. Who was the writer that did that, Nick?
Warren Ellis.
Yeah. So it's like I do feel like if this is gonna be a 6-episode thing, they need to go all one or the other. And I do, and I feel like kind of now that we've seen what we've seen, maybe say fuck all the classic Moon Knight stuff. Do Mr. Knight. He's super. He's pretty unique. You're not going to say, you're not going to watch a Mr. Knight series and say, though, that's a Batman copycat. Yeah. That was a story that took a long time to get to that point. It took years and years of Moon Knight history to get to that point. So I do feel like if they're going to do this, maybe it's just a 1 episode or maybe part of 1 episode thing where they flash to this, but then it's like, but then you've already used the Mr. Knight story, which was really fucking good.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd rather see them. I don't know. Don't touch it at all, or go all in on it. And if you're not gonna do either one, leave it alone.
Agreed.
Okay, related to Moon Knight, Sony just re-uploaded Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Spirits of Vengeance.
Dude, give me all the Ghost Rider you can get. I like those movies, man.
Well, I like the first one better than I did the second one.
Well, they're saying now Sony's gonna want to play with Ghost Rider again.
Okay, I'm okay with that because as long as it ain't Nicolas Cage playing the motherfucking role, get somebody else. I can't stand
Dude.
Nicolas Cage. Oh God! Even though it
Now,
kills
do you
me
think we're
that
gonna get
he
Johnny
wasn't bad.
Blaze or Robbie Reyes?
I think they're gonna do Johnny Blaze. I think they did
do
Robbie
Johnny
Reyes
Blaze.
in that Shield show. I think they're done with that.
I also
which I'm glad with it. That they did a good job with him. He looked good. He was true to the books and everything.
I just think Johnny Blaze is more known as Ghost Rider.
Now,
he's the more popular one.
Now, actors have expressed interest in Marvel roles before that they were interested in,
right?
but got cast in other roles.
Okay.
Opie from Sons of Anarchy has openly said he wants to play the Sentry.
Dude, I'd love that, man.
What if we got Opie as motherfucking Ghost Rider?
That would be fucking interesting because
he
would have this. He's a pretty good sized guy too, right?
I thought that Norman Reedus dude was like signed on to play Ghost Rider. Like,
yeah,
Norman Reedus. But I would really,
yeah, I'd like to see
in Blade.
I'd like to see Opie as the Sentry though, like.
Yeah,
or somebody. He'd be. I don't know. He'd be. Man, dude, I feel like he would be. He'd be a good villain to do like right now when there isn't a big bad that they're building up to.
Yeah.
Or like a big threat to do. But man, what a story and like what an opportunity they have right now to kind of do this Dark Avengers kind of storyline like through TV shows and things like that. And because like Siege was a good book, man. That was a good event book from Brian Michael Bendis, which didn't happen too often.
But they got to before they do Siege, they got to get to Thunderbolts.
Got to get Thunderbolts. You got to do which I think they're working on, right? Like,
fucking Seinfeld lady.
Mm-hmm.
And in the thing, he's got the Super Bowl movie trailers for us. Lost City, is that Lost City Jurassic Park?
Yeah, that's what I think that is.
Why does my okay? That sounds better. Jesus, his mic keeps turning on me. So the Adam Project, that was the Ryan Reynolds shit, right?
I think so. Yeah, that is. That's a Ryan Reynolds movie. That's when Anna was talking about it. Yeah, that's the one. That's it.
Yeah, and Ambulance. Ambulance looked kind of interesting.
Ambulance did look interesting. Yeah, it did. I remember that. And I've seen it again. So yeah, that does look interesting. I don't know.
Then we got they were talking the Lord of the Rings trailer.
Right. Now that Lord of the Rings one, that's like a prequel. Like that's gonna go back.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
way back.
Which I'm
still
by that.
Yeah, I'm still really excited about that, but that trailer didn't do too much for me.
Well, I don't know if they're I wonder if they did that trailer intentionally they don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, I see that too. But I feel like just things about little shit that bothers me and me alone. You know.
Well, like there were things that would bother me about it, and then there were things I like too. I like that they're getting away from the Peter Jackson aesthetic. I think,
dude, that's funny you say that because I think that might be what's bothering me. I'm just so attached to that maybe I need to just get over it. You know.
This seems a little grittier, more in this Game of Thrones style of filming, and like. You know, like the elves aren't like New Zealand pretty people.
Yeah, they look. They actually looked. Yeah, I agree with you. On that. A little, yeah.
Yeah, they look like a little gritted up and shit now. You know, they don't look untouchable like Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, right.
yeah, dude, that's funny you said because I feel like that was kind of like what I was didn't like about it, but maybe that's what I need, especially if it takes if it's so far removed from at least in a time wise from the movies, right? And there's so much lore there that they could make interesting that maybe wasn't as interesting because I feel like he saved the best stuff for the 3 books. But
boy, EE, tell us how you really feel about the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I guess Oh wow! I guess we know how he feels.
Hey, Russ. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we've already been down that road before with the X-Men movies, but I will tell you this about look, if they're gonna do the X-Men and they're gonna bring back, I mean, they're gonna mess around with us and bring actors from some of the older Fox X-Men movies in. I'm all right with that as long as they don't like. I don't think they need to bring everybody back. Like, if you're gonna bring a few because they're faces.
So that's where I'm at too. Just pick and choose. And I think either Professor X or either Magneto.
Right.
It's tough because I want to see both of these characters in their prime, right? Which I think bring in James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, but then like Magneto would have to be 86 at the youngest. At this point? You know what I mean? Which is what I'm worried about.
And we talked about that kind of on when I was on the Nerds Have Spoken about updating Magneto. Like, how do you do it without changing his race?
Right,
dude. So that's the thing, because I think it's important that he's Jewish.
Okay,
I do too.
I
do
too. Not that I'm married to that, but I do think that's I don't know. I don't know.
It's an important part of his character, though, man.
Yeah, it is. We talked about this before, because but you could take away you could take that away, and because I know we talked about this on the old show fucking 3-4 years ago, but about. And my stance is always you don't have to have a tragedy as big as the Holocaust to radicalize someone in that way. Yeah, you know what I mean? It could be a super personal.
Maybe to modernize him. Maybe because yes, I do see that problem now that I didn't see before of stripping him of his religious identity and switching it with a race identity, of course. That's a problem in itself.
That's more of a religious and ethnic identity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a mixed bag.
Yeah. So I think what you could do, maybe fucking Magneto's parents were at Munich.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my big kind of stance with it is that it doesn't have to be that scale of a genocide, something that it could be
okay, this is how I am so sorry. This is how I figure it out. Never mind, you don't even have to do that. This is the perfect way because of Koa. Fucking, you do the Munich storyline. But instead of him being Jewish, he's a mutant, and his parents were mutants and killed for that reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit. God damn, bro. Did you see what Jason wrote in the chat?
Oh, gee, that would modernize it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Good Lord, that's real modern. Oh, God.
Yeah, the blip, too. Mm-hmm. Brings up a good point. There are things that they could do, but I do. So
Nick, I like the idea more of it tying to
Malcolm X and
or just that, but but to some existing human conflict, not for mutant. Just that. That was always, I feel the through line from X-Men to the allegory that it was, I guess. And there's enough of that shit in the world. You don't have to look too hard to find. I don't know. It could be just imagine if you were a parent of say you're one of those what was that movie, Mississippi Burning?
Yeah.
Where imagine if you were the parent of a kid who died in a church bombing.
Yeah.
That's enough to turn someone into a Magneto, and it isn't this this big mass genocide type situation, but it's
now, are you talking a synagogue? Are you talking about a synagogue bombing to keep?
Yeah, there was just one less than a month ago.
Or
you know what I mean?
Or are you talking a southern church burning that's happened recently?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, because then you can bring in, and I know E hates this, but I said
the race change.
Yeah, the perfect casting to me, if you do that, is Jeffrey Wright as Professor X. and Denzel is one.
Dude,
Magneto.
talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, dude. I would, and I know people be against it, not for like stupid reasons or anything, but that'd be an interesting take to me.
Yeah,
because both of those people are stellar, like Jeffrey, and it's like that's like Jeffrey Wright's like. It's like, have you ever heard that dude in interviews? Like he's
you know amazingly intelligent. Like, yeah,
I'm excited to see him in this Batman movie. Which, hey, less than 2 weeks. Are you guys gonna be able to see that in theaters? Or
I might. I'll
try. They're gonna have it. I think you're gonna, and I want to.
Well, so let me know because I'd like to talk about it if you guys can see it. But we'll figure that off the air.
Yeah, but like but Denzel isn't pushing almost 90.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's the thing because like if you just
because Ian McKellen is older than Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, and if you just kind of let yourself go of the idea that it has to be a tragedy on the scale of that, then you can find all. Because I mean, like I said 3 weeks ago, there was like people killed in the synagogue because they were Jewish. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to look too hard to find this stuff. Like, and it still happens now in America, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not too hard to find these things, and that's enough to radicalize someone.
They hit Jason up and go see it with Jason.
But like at the same time, at the same time, by like taking away that tie to the Holocaust, is that like
I know, man.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like
you can explain away. Yeah, me too. Like you can explain away like all his mutant power makes him age slower. But then I also feel like it's important for him to be a contemporary of Charles Xavier. You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
I like them to be of the same age. Like
because Magneto is supposed to be an external now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
And now,
explain that
I mean, can we talk about what they were trying to basically say in Eternals too?
Yeah, it's been long enough. I mean,
because they're basically saying mutants are deviants.
Mm-hmm.
From what they explained.
Well, yeah, but I didn't get that. Well, I didn't understand that. I didn't know what like when they.
I like that movie a good bit, by the way. I didn't think it was perfect.
I watched it. I watched it twice, and like the second time I watched it, I enjoyed it a lot more, and I think it's because I caught stuff that I might have missed in the first time I watched it. I don't know how to explain it. I think I enjoyed it more the second time I watched it. Maybe it's because I paid more attention to it.
What if his parents died in 9/11? Jason says.
That's an idea. I mean,
yeah.
If you're gonna make him younger and modernize him a bit, and make it where he wasn't an adult during World War II or whatever,
so it's like I always did the math where like I said he's 8 years old in 1944, which means he was born in 1936, where you get like the 86 or 80 something years old. Like it's just tough. But yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Like what Jason says, like that's just one of so many of these events, that I mean, he could be one of like the Hootsues and the Tootsies, what I mean?
True. There's been a lot of events.
So like what I'm trying to figure out is because it is the Holocaust and because of the immensity in our history of that event, and because it's tied to Magneto's Judaism, like would it have to be another Jewish specific event and a Jewish person? Because if you take away the Holocaust, you're taking away one part of his identity.
Agreed.
And then if you take away the Judaism, you're taking apart another part of his identity.
Which I think, which to me, it might be too much. And it's just like so much of the iconography of that, like the number tattoo on his arm, like that's just something that people see and they know what it means. There's no other explanation you need.
It also goes toward his character overall, though, y'all. It's like, listen, that stuff made him what he is in a lot of ways. And it's why when there's this discrimination against mutants, it fires him the fuck up.
Yeah,
in a
where
lot of
it's like
ways.
I've seen this before, and if I
exactly.
don't stand up and do this, then I
Yes.
know where this
Yes.
ends up. And it's
You
like,
got
man,
it.
fuck, dude, talk
And
to
now
me.
he has the
Well,
now we're looking, and now he understands. Look, he has his powers, and he knows I can do something about this
to stop
and
this from
to
ever
stop
happening
it.
again.
Yeah, exactly. His mentality is I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And does he go overboard?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's that in itself might turn him into a different type of monster.
True,
you know?
And I think that's but it's important to him for him to be that way. Magneto is one of the most interesting villains ever created, in my opinion, because there's a lot of depth in his character.
And is he a villain?
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Is he a
Nick?
Agreed.
Who was a villain like that before him? Where you questioned that? Where you said, "Is he a villain?"
I'm trying to think. I can't.
Since then, there's been a shit ton of them.
Yeah,
because people have done a better job. Like I feel like you could argue like Ra's al Ghul. Like when did Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil, yes, in the 70s. So it's like, but like kind of since then, there's been a ton, you know. But Magneto, he is the villain you think of a villain that you can empathize with, and you can even question, like you said, is he a villain?
I used to say this to my kids, and I used to tell my kids there's a thin line between terrorist and freedom fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And my kid and my son.
Charlotte's got a good point here too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Russ.
I would tell my son especially this because, my son was was pretty young when 9/11 happened, and all he was inundated with was these terrorists did this, these terrorists. So terrorist became a really scary word for RJ, and I had to kind of, it's not that I was trying to make him. I didn't want him to get desensitized to it. First of all,
yeah, because that's a tough thing too. Because like, do you want them to know that was terrible?
Terrible, exactly. Yeah. So I had to try to explain to him that listen, they were bad people, but I told him, I said, there's always two sides to everything, though. And I said, look, what they did was incredibly wrong, terrible thing. I said, and I'm not ever trying to justify the mass murder of thousands of people. I said, but everyone, when someone does something as extreme as this, I said, there's usually something. There's some shit going on that led up to that. There's not like no one's born a bad guy. No one's born a mass murderer.
Yeah,
shit turns you into that. And I said, and I had to explain to him about. Ironically, when when Bush invaded Afghanistan, and they're talking about getting rid of the Taliban, and I said, that there was a time when America armed those people because they were going against the Russians to get their country back.
Yep.
And they were freedom fighters back then.
Yeah,
the Mujahideen.
Mujahideen, yeah, and it's like how many terrorists did we create then in that time? And
good point.
And not to say that we did the right thing or the wrong thing, but it's like, man, it's just so complex. There's all these questions that I love that a medium like comic books has no problem, no hesitation saying, yeah, we're gonna dust head first into all that stuff.
Dust in the X-Men is an Afghani refugee, correct?
Sure. Yeah. There's a gray area in a lot of that stuff.
She's either an Afghani refugee or Saudi Arabian. I can't remember.
And I think with Magneto, he kind of fits that variant perfectly.
Yeah.
He was the first one. And that's why I keep going back. Like he was that template of like just the climate of the world creates these people.
It would have to be a villain before Marvel existed.
And there weren't in because like you're talking about at that point that would have been the Silver Age, and who was writing books like that, man? Like
me, I would have to research it, but I think they might have done some silly shit with Black Adam like that in Wiz Comics.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of. But like, it's not on the scale of what's been done with Magneto.
And then even with that, like when was his
actually
origin, like solidified? Even
his origin wasn't solidified until like the middle of the original X-Men run.
Okay, so that was like the Stan Lee and
Yeah, it was still Kirby and Lee.
Yeah, and Jack Kirby. Yeah,
I just I have a hard time. I guess from my part, I really do have a hard time with fucking with Magneto's background a bit. Now I'm not saying
tough,
this.
dude.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
that's
saying
why-
it's not possible to fucking give him something new, but I'm just saying
And that's why like what Charlotte said in the chat is so important, because like we're thinking of linear time and all that shit,
yeah,
but you know they do have the multiverse.
that's true, and that's
Yeah.
that's gonna give them a loophole for a lot of shit, dude. We all better be ready for
it's
this
like that's the
too.
thing, because if they were to
Yeah.
bring in Michael Fassbender to continue,
Sure.
I'd say perfect.
Right.
He's great.
It's
Him and James McAvoy, like they're both great.
it's
You know,
gonna
let
give
him let him run the thing.
It's gonna
and
give them leeway to do a lot
Yeah,
of
and it's
crazy
like-
shit.
those
Yeah.
two were always the best parts of those movies.
Yeah,
However good
casting
and bad they
is-
were. Well, so and that's things like even the
And then-
worst of those movies had great casts from top to bottom. Not even
Yeah.
like just those two, but yeah, it sucks, man.
And then we
Yeah.
run then we run into fucking what's his face? Wolverine. What do you do with Wolverine?
Mm-hmm. Man,
See,
my Tom Hardy. If I was in charge of shit, Tom Hardy.
I
Right, but
I'm
it's already
Short by
Venom.
Hol- Dude,
He's
I
al-
know that's I'm still haven't watched that movie. I'm
He-
salty.
he's
short
already
by Hollywood standards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm still going
he
with
has
Daniel
like
Radcliffe.
that perfect physique. Like
Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm still pulling for Harry Potter to play Wolverine. I think he'd be
dude,
a
I
great
do it.
Wolverine.
He's like
dude.
my size, man. Like he's like
I
5'5"
think- yeah,
or 5'6" or
Oh
something.
yeah, he's a short dude, man. And I think he's got the accent. He can pull the accent off.
Mhm.
I think he can do it. I think he'd be great.
I think he can get in that
He's-
shape. You know?
I do. He knows how to fucking chisel his body and buff his body up. He can do it, man. He can do it. I think he'd be good at it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Charlotte.
Yeah, because what Charlotte said, like Magneto has to be a character that it means something to people.
Yeah. And what did you just
Not
say,
your-
Russ? Sorry, Sam.
No,
that-
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
No, I was saying I think Radcliffe's coming up to the age.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Or the age
Radcliffe. Okay.
that he could I mean he's not he's starting to look less like not as much like a little kid anymore. He's starting to actually look more like an adult in some of his recent movies. And I think that's why I'm worried about them doing somebody too young looking for Wolverine. And
I think I have a dark horse casting that could really work because he was already under contract with Fox and he may have been in a couple of X-Men movies, but I think it could work because he's no longer going to be that character. Nicholas Hoult,
Play
Beast.
Dude, you know who I could see playing that dude that played that kid from the Kingsman movies?
That's what they've been talking about, Joel Edgerton.
Or Taron Edgerton.
Taron,
Joel
yeah.
Edgerton, he's from Star Wars. He's short too. Like he's like 5. Yeah, he's small, and I think that's important, dude. I don't know why.
I think I do think it's
like-
important because I don't want him to have to do as much fucking with him on camera tricks. I want it to be a little more natural.
And it's like they didn't even bother with Hugh Jackman. You know what I mean? So it's like they were just like,
They
he's
didn't.
just gonna be 6'4".
Yep. We're just gonna beat him up,
And-
and for me, Wolverine should be a little shorter. You know?
And the other name you hear all the time, Jason says Taron Egerton,
Yeah.
and then the other name you hear all the time is Scott Eastwood.
Scott Eastwood,
I gotta
really?
look that up again.
I haven't heard him. Not mentioned. No
Yeah,
shit.
Clint Eastwood's son.
Okay, yeah.
I know. I've heard Taron.
He's 5'11".
Egerton mentioned, but I don't know. Scotty Eastwood. That's interesting.
And like, if they go fucking multiverse on this, you can make an all-star X-Men cast.
You could.
Like you can bring in fucking whoever you want. You can bring in fucking Dolph Lundgren for Colossus.
Yeah, you can do it.
I think that's the trick right now. Right now, they have a free pass to do whatever they want. The multiverse thing is going to allow them to
especially. Well, and even without that, I feel like as long as you just say that the X-Men have been around for a while now, and we're just coming on to them, like.
And like the thing is like opening the door with Spider-Man, like you can bring back these actresses that have been these other and actors that have been these other characters and say, look, that's what they look like in this universe.
Mm. Yeah, no, you could.
Because we could then also see in Emma Stone Jean Grey.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, good. We can also I have to remember too, like there have been plenty of actors that have played multiple roles, and like you can do that. It's okay. I don't think it's like I think as long as you let us know who the actor is playing,
as long as they're not playing a consecutive role in the same universe.
Like, in the same universe. Right. I don't think people get so hung up on that anymore. Even like.
I don't know. I just think we're more interested in getting a good actor in there to play the role. And even with the looks, I mean, I don't necessarily worry about that. Is the height I do, but not the looks, because you can fucking makeup and shit.
See, like
that, who cares?
The hardest one for me to cast because I hate him is fucking Cyclops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I guess, but I mean. Yeah, he's got the things up there. He's got glasses on or something like that.
It's easy though. Like you just need like a handsome looking brown-headed dude.
I suppose, some white kid with some.
Hell yeah, Charlotte! I want FAFO on Wolverine's knuckles.
Dude,
fuck around, find out.
That was Tom Hardy, man. That was Tom. Can we everyone just forget those Venom movies ever happened?
Dude. Okay, have you seen pictures of Cillian Murphy since he's been doing fucking Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, dude, he's jacked, man. He could work.
Cillian Murphy Wolverine.
Yeah.
I just started watching Peaky Blinders, so.
Well, so a lot of people. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but a lot of people on Facebook, they'll post a picture. It'll be a picture of Cillian Murphy on Peaky Blinders, and then a bunch of words that he never said.
Yeah.
About like trusting people and letting people in your circle and all these things. Those are my favorite types. They do a lot of that with Tom Hardy too. It'll just be words over a picture of Tom Hardy, even though he never said those words. Those are my favorite types of memes, man. Like it's always the stupidest people that share those things.
Okay, he's probably too old now, but like we're talking multiverse, like. Is Keanu the perfect Cyclops?
No, I don't know. I don't want Banana Reeves anywhere near this shit. Get him the fuck out of here, dude.
I wouldn't like that. Not as Cyclops, maybe as something, but not as Cyclops. I don't know, dude. Fuck, man.
Gambit?
Bring James Marsden back. Cyclops, dude. Like he was good, man. Like I thought he was really good.
Yeah, that could work.
And it's tough, but like
I have a hard time with Banana Reeves. Every role he's in,
dude. I will say, just because I'm salty about how Warner Brothers treated him, I'd like to see Henry Cavill brought back as somebody in the MCU, dude, or in the X-Men. Like
that was another rumor that was going around that instead of like Man of Steel 2, Henry Cavill was going to be done with DC and be Wolverine.
I'd be cool with that because even though he's too tall, he has the build. He's fucking jacked, man.
Oh,
can he do an English accent? I bet he can. Or some kind of Aussie accent, I guess.
Yeah, I say
Aussie accent more important.
I'm sorry, Charlotte. Yeah. Fuck, I had another good one. I can't remember. It's what too much weed does to you people. Can't remember. But like,
after the Witcher,
who else? Who else
can do whatever he wants? I love that dude. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
He's amazing.
Like, who else is it important to have on the X-Men team?
Who else is important to have?
So it depends if they are gonna do an origin. I'd like to see the original 5. In which case, you don't fucking need Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like Wolverine. He's important.
If they're gonna do like, okay, we're 25 years in, and here's Wolverine, here's Colossus, here's Nightcrawler, here's Storm, here's Cyclops. We don't know where Jean Grey is. She got too powerful and fucked off in space 8 years ago, and we're still that's still a question waiting to be answered. Like, I'd be cool with that. Like,
that's
it
a
just
good
depends.
one.
Yeah.
Shadow Cat. Yeah, Kitty. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, Cal was English. Fucking Hugh Jackman was Australian.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, it depends. Like,
but English. I think an English person can do an Aussie voice probably.
No, but you were talking about Iceman. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Iceman. I was sorry. Iceman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Iceman's important to have. I mean, they're wrong. I know people love Iceman, but I'm like, eh.
Yeah. I think again, if you're gonna do it in origin, do the original 5. Iceman,
all right, so original 5,
Beast, Cyclops.
I guess like I said, it depends on what you're gonna do.
Do you do Mimic too?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Mimic was an original X-Men. All right, so Cyclops.
No EE, not like the bullshit First Class movie. Even though I liked
that a lot, man.
But I
it was
agree
good
with
for
you.
what it was.
That wasn't the First Class of X-Men.
All right, I have the perfect actor I can hate is Cyclops and still watch the movie. Jared Padalecki.
Yeah, dude.
Sam from Supernatural.
Yeah, from Supernatural. The long-haired dude.
Okay.
He'd be good.
I got you.
Yep.
Sorry, I just didn't remember his name.
All right, I think that's solid.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm curious as to what X-Men are going to bring in because they've got a lot of.
But we're talking. But like we're talking. Yeah, the original 5. So we're talking Cyclops.
Cyclops. Was Jean part of the original 5, right?
Oh, fuck you, EE. Ban him from the goddamn chat. Get rid of EE.
Nathan Fillion from is like.
Oh no, he's too old, man.
Fuck him.
Old.
Well, I mean, okay. Are we gonna say? But I mean, is it older X-Men or is it younger X-Men?
Yeah, like
that's the that's what I
mean. So here's my problem with Nathan Fillion. Like, I would like to see Cyclops have like a muscular, athletic build, and I feel like Nathan Fillion. Not there's anything wrong with it, but like, he looks like a regular dude.
Yeah,
which is kind of who he tended to play. But I don't know. I just don't think that would work for that.
And they buff up for these movies.
Yeah,
so
they get him on the juice, man.
Yo, fucking Padalecki's already a big dude.
Okay, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's like 6'4".
Yeah, he probably has to lean up a little bit too.
No, I don't think he needs to lean up. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit.
Or bulk up.
He's kind of a little bit. Use the new Batman dude as Cyclops, Pattinson. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's DC right now. I don't know. The two that I've heard that I like, the two that I like the most are bringing back
one movie. That's it.
Like bringing back Marsden or fucking Padalecki. I like both of those.
Who would you get to do Iceman?
Doesn't matter.
He said it doesn't matter.
No, but he's gonna be blue the whole time. You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah, well, he does have a human form. I mean,
barely.
The perfect actor.
Oh,
you can't use because they're gonna do something else with him. Is Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, for sure. He'd be perfect.
That's your perfect Iceman.
Even the old Fox X-Men movies, like they all had great casting, dude. Like, so it's like you see play these characters, like, man, that works. I think this worked best in Deadpool when he just never had his human form and he was big as shit the way that he should be. Same thing with Juggernaut. Yeah, man, that's a tough nut to crack.
Iceman's a hard one.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like just
I see what you did there.
Like with the X-Men in general, like there's just no way. There's definitely no way you're to make everyone happy, but like
right, but like
they're-
something competent.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
real. That's realistic. You can
And kind of
try.
hoping that like you're trusting the fans to
Yeah.
consider everything, the kind of status quo of the MCU, the kind of be somewhat well read in comic books.
Again, it also
right.
depends on what age they need to be too. I mean, you're
Right, but I'm
older guys or old younger guys.
But like, if we're talking the original 5, we can talk a little younger, and you know, like this age, like we're talking like Padalecki,
maybe 20s.
20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, they all look like they're 20 anyways. Fucking Botox and plastic surgery.
That
little filter aging over their faces, like they do to de-age them.
E says, "Let's make Cyclops a female." All right, okay.
Hold on, E, you're against race.
He just thought of something that would make him mad. Yeah,
you're okay with swapping the sexes, motherfucker. No. I know he's full of shit. He would not be cool with that.
But like, what is like look wise? The actor that plays Homelander also perfect, but not like
dude,
I haven't
he is
seen
totally.
him in it.
If I imagine Iceman, what's Iceman's name? Bobby.
I think he could be Cyclops. Man.
Bobby Drake.
Yeah, Homelander could be Cyclops.
But Homelander is who I would envision as Bobby Drake, straight up.
Yeah, but he's small though. He's like 5 foot something.
Who? Oh, Bobby Drake is.
No,
Homelander. Yeah, but you can buff him up. Look, they make him look buff in the suit. I mean,
Gene can be a guy. Get the dude from Shameless in Gotham. He's a redhead. I think he's talking about the Joker guy. Oh God, what was it?
That's great, dude. Oh God, yeah. I like that. I love that actor, dude. He's good, man. He played that role. It's good. I don't know, man. It's
killing me in his chat. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays Jean Grey Van Damme.
Oh shit.
It's dumb. Okay, so never mind. Anthony Starr is like 5'11". So
okay, so that could work either way.
Fucking.
All right, so Jean, I say Emma Stone.
I mean, she's a little bit older now too, so she.
Yeah, but I mean that's like going straight chalk. You know, that's like.
Yeah, I mean,
she can
act.
What
about what's her name?
Bryce Dallas Howard, man.
That's who I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I can see that.
Hey, Brian brings wiener just got hard and he doesn't know why.
Yes. Damn, Sam. What the fuck, dude? What are you doing in my head, Sam? Get the fuck out of there. That's spooky, dude. Anyway. That's exactly who I was trying. I couldn't get her fucking name out of my mouth. That's what it was. God
dude likes a redhead.
All right.
Yep. And
so those are some decent choices for some reason.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's another. What about and I'm not worried about the redhead thing. It's they don't get to be naturally red. You can dye a chick's hair red.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's gone. Thank God, man. Finally.
What the fuck did he do? What the fuck?
Who knows, man?
Oh my God. What the fuck's he?
Sorry, dude. I hit the wrong button.
I still say Sophie Turner.
Fuck, he's back.
What the fuck are you talking about? Sophie Turner.
She's good. It's like she's a good actor too.
I didn't like her.
Going to before,
See, my problem with her is, and I'm not trying to bang her on her as an actor. I get it, but she only plays like a role the same fucking way. I feel like she's like you have to cast her in a role. You see, I don't like her range to me is small. I don't think she's got very much range, man. That's all. I mean, she's cute though. You know, whatever. She's banging one of them. The
fucking Charlotte was talking earlier. Just because it's in my mind, and if I don't get it out, I won't say it. Even though she was in New Mutants, fucking Maisie Williams as fucking Shadowcat.
Maisie Williams would be a great. I think
bring back Anya Taylor-Joy is magic. Like,
yeah,
that's great casting, dude. Like, she's great. That's a cool character. Like,
that's one of the things where I'm like,
that like just kind of got wasted.
But all right, so we've done Cyclops, Jean, and Bobby. So we got to do Beast.
I don't even fucking know, dude. Like,
I mean, dude, you're gonna
dude,
CGI him anyway. What the fuck?
Yeah.
he looks a big blue fuck.
Beasts and Angels, like I feel like, I do feel like if you're gonna do the original 5, you gotta race swap one of them, man.
Why do you have to race swap one of them? Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do we? Well, they were all like white, right? Well, the Beast wasn't white. Beast was blue.
Because I feel like maybe
gray, whatever.
Like the statement about like the world was by making them mutants. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta maybe.
I don't know.
Nick's either being really still or he's frozen.
I don't know. I think he's frozen. Jesus Christ, Nick.
Oh, Nick,
he's frozen stiff. Goddamn. You could see. I don't know, man. I don't mind switching races if it's done for.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
You know, if it's done for an artistic reason, maybe I'm more okay with it than I am for like.
Yeah, because it's like PC, this. What's his face? Commissioner Gordon. I get switched in this new Batman movie, and it's like I don't know. I feel like maybe they were just like, we found a really good actor to play Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, black dude like Jeffrey Wright, like, and I think he's gonna do a good job. But then, like, man, it's tough because you say like there is like a kind of like a precedent maybe does it set to where I don't know. I feel like it's always ends up being problematic no matter how you look at it. You know, like
I don't know. I feel like it's the same reason. It's the same way I feel like with like sex swapping. Like if you decide to turn a character that's traditionally a male into a female, and if you did it vice versa, I would. But that's hardly ever done the other way. It's always let's make this male character a woman, and I'm like,
yeah. And I think like the good thing to do, or maybe you could say the right thing to do is if you want to have a character that's like a strong female character, create a new character that is that, you know. And Miles Morales is a great example. You know
exactly.
I mean? Like
that worked perfectly. That works perfectly, and he actually, I actually like him. Like he's a cool character, and it's
like that's like to my kids, like that's like their Spider-Man more than Peter Parker, just because of like the Into the Spider-Verse movie. Like they're young, they're 4 and 7, they gravitate more to that than they do the live action stuff. So like that to them is like their default Spider-Man. And it's like just like speaks to the longevity of that character, and
it makes total sense though. And they did that the right way. We're not going to make Peter Parker another race. We're going to create an alternate version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I feel like if the creative team behind it does a good job, then that character sticks, and if they don't do a good job, then that character doesn't stick. And I think like they've been much more unsuccessful of, is trying to make Falcon Captain America. Not to say that doesn't work, and I like the way they did it in the show, and I like the way even did they did in the comic books, but you see something like that and you just know it's not permanent.
Right. You know it's not because
and like such is the nature of comic books where you see any change like that. Not to say like where they race swap a character or anything, but we see any change that you just know that there's a matter of time until they default back to the status quo.
That's harder too, though. He was established as Falcon already as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's even
he's
tougher.
Already his own character. It's like let him be what he is as Falcon. Like
it's like in the any version of Batman, whether it be in comic book or it be on an animated movie or something where Dick Grayson, takes over the mantle of Batman for a hot second, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do something, and like when Batman disappears, right? Or when Bruce Wayne disappears, and then he takes over the mantle, and he's got shithead Damian as his fucking Robin.
Yeah,
poor
for
guy.
Sure.
Anyway,
I'm just looking at the chat, and EE brings up like it's like race swapping Gordon, which like I think they got a good actor. I think that's going to be a good thing. But then he mentioned like Batgirl and Catwoman, and I don't think that There have been a lot of things to come out with this new Batgirl movie. The least of which happens to be that they race swap the character. I think like they have from like what these set photos show, like it's like supposed to be a Michael Keaton Batman, like on the set, like fighting bad guys or something. And like I saw like the set photos, and it looks like he's got like the Batman Returns like costume on, and all these people in the comments like, hell yeah, this is great. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why do people want to see this? Like,
so wait a minute, are they? Is this this Batgirl movie is going out, and they're going to attach this movie to the Keaton Batman.
Yeah, so I get it's Batgirl, but like it's a like EE said, like they race swapped her, but it's like the I forget the artist who did it, but like have you seen the images of Batgirl where she's like has kind of like a purple costume and she's like always holding the cell phone?
Yeah.
It's like a
I am sorry about that, guys.
It's all good.
That's all right, dude.
We were talking about that new Batgirl movie and like some of the set photos that came out because of that. And it's like, but then it's like, Nick, do you know who the writer that did that, the Batgirl run that they're basing that off of, where she has like the purple costume? She's like always got her cell phone in her hand. Like,
does she have PTSD in it?
Yeah.
Gail Simone.
No, it's the one after that. Like it's
okay.
The Burnside maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's based on that, at least looks wise. But then like there's like the Michael Keaton Batman. It's like I was saying, like there's like I was reading the comments and people are like, yeah, like this is I'm excited for this. But then like it's the Jim Gordon who J.K. Simmons is playing him.
Oh wow, cool.
He was in the Justice League movie. So it's like but then it's like the Michael Keaton Batman. So it's like this is like the state of DC right now. Like what the fuck are you guys doing? Like
again, the Michael Keaton Batman, Gordon was an old white guy. So it's like
it's like J.K. Simmons is like a slightly less older white guy, but definitely a different guy. You know, so it's like what are they doing? And why are people excited to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman? Is what I guess what my biggest question would be. Like, why would someone be like, yeah, this is great and this is something I want to see? Like,
is Cameron Stewart a writer or illustrator? I thought because that's who it says for Batgirl of Burnside. It's by Cameron Stewart.
That might be it. I think that might just be the Burnside.
Yeah.
I had no idea about this new movie coming out. I didn't know this was even a movie. I didn't even know that they're doing a Batgirl movie. I had no idea.
I think that's a problem. I think that's a problem that nobody even knows. You know that this is happening. Like,
I know we know Miles Morales wasn't a race swap.
Yeah, Brendan Fletcher.
We said he was created as they did Miles Morales the right way, in my opinion.
That's what you're saying. Like,
they created another character and gave him his own identity instead of turning an existing one.
I was looking at stuff on this Batgirl movie and like seeing these set photos and like that was the thing. And it's like kind of like I said last week about people being excited about Boba Fett possibly riding the Rancor. Like, why are we excited about this? Why is this?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's like. And it's like maybe I'm missing something because that's what I asked a few people. Like, is this like a Legends thing? And they're like, no. But I'm just like, why are we excited about this? Why are we excited to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman with some characters that are brand new, but with some characters that are kind of limited to the Snyderverse of the Justice League, which we're supposedly leaving behind because it's such a mess.
But why do we have to care?
Yeah.
Why do we have to care? Why can't we just have nice things and enjoy nice things, Sam?
Yeah. Well, so I do feel like if we didn't care, it'd make a boring show because we'd always be like, oh, whatever.
Well, I will say this: I liked Michael Keaton so much as Batman that it might be fun.
I did too in 1989.
Well, yeah, but see, I dig a version of Batman as the grizzly old Batman. Like Batman keeps on doing it until he's an old man, and it's kind of fun to me to see that. That's why I liked Batman Beyond so much. Because remember at the beginning of Batman Beyond, he starts to meet his his physical limitations when he gets
that's
older.
what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. With them willing to put Keaton in all these different things.
Yeah,
we can see Batman Beyond.
Right, exactly.
And if there's enough people that enjoy Keaton as Batman,
agreed.
Dark Knight Returns, Michael Keaton. Let's fucking go.
Why not? I'm down with it. Like I say, he was my favorite movie Batman. I mean, my son would kill me for this, but because he's a big Christian Bale guy, and I get it. But I liked Michael Keaton a lot, and it killed me when he wasn't coming back for the third Batman movie. But it's basically because they decided they wanted it so dark anymore because they wanted to sell Happy Meal toys and things like that. They wanted Batman less violence and more fun and more, So that's what we get. So they get rid of Timber. They get rid of, and as soon as they
did you guys think Terry McGinnis had any fucking personality whatsoever?
I love that show, man. I thought he was good.
Do you think
you know what, Nick? You know why that
is
the
there
old
some
Batman
defining
worked there?
point?
You know why that old Batman worked there? Because it was Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
that's true.
Which that is the link between the animation styles the same between that and in the Batman the Animated Series, every iteration of it. So I think that's what works for people.
I felt like Terry McGinnis in the beginning, I felt like had more personality, and as that show went on, I felt like he started kind of losing it a little bit. Okay, that's how I felt.
So you felt like the writing got worse as the show went on.
I do feel that way. And that's not the acting, the voice actors' problems or like that. Mm-hmm. I do think that
Will Friedle was the dude that did the voice for him. I thought he's great.
And it was and when was it? Was it in the Batman Beyond episode where Terry finds out, or is that I can't remember. Maybe that was a Justice League.
What, that Bruce was his real biological father?
That was Justice League. Movies.
That was no. That was Justice League. Yeah. It was an epilogue episode of Justice League.
That's what it was, where he finds out that they actually substituted Bruce's sperm, I guess, for his what he thought was his daddy's nut.
Which I don't know how you do that. Imagine Bruce Wayne being like, "Okay, Alfred, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go."
Yeah, because I guess the world has to have a Batman.
I agree.
Yeah, but it wasn't Bruce that did it. It was Amanda Waller.
It was Amanda Waller, which that bitch has got her hands dirty.
She's just the worst, man. What's the deal, dude?
I know. It's funny. I know she's the worst, but for some reason, I love that bitch because I think she's the most. If you want to know evil, she's an evil bitch.
But it's as much as, or just real quick, as much as I'd like to see, I like the idea of Keaton and being around, right? But it's I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do these iconic stories of Dark Knight Returns, just cast somebody else and have it be detached from everything, because what fiction, I don't know, that book was tied to years and years of fiction that came before it, which doesn't exist in the film universe. You know what I mean?
But there's no origin in Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Okay. You have Batman.
This relies on just the audience knowing the story of Batman. Generally.
Yeah, that's it. So to watch that movie, you have to buy into the conceit that Batman is already established. Mm-hmm. Here's who Batman is, and this is what he looks like. So it doesn't matter who you cast in that role.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think to go with someone more familiar would be a detriment. You know what I mean?
I don't think so, because I think if you did Batman Beyond, think about the cast you could have.
Yeah, Batman Beyond works better than the Dark Knight Returns. Because then what are you gonna have Jack Nicholson come back as a Joker?
I don't know. He was splatted on the street the last time we saw it.
Yeah, and what's his face come back as Two-Face? I feel like it just creates confusion.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, but villains have been recast before in franchises.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Good point. Actually, I gotta tell you something about those Batman movies. Like after Michael Keaton was done with them,
I don't know
hated it.
who that is, but that could be good.
Only the villains were to me were, well, with the exception of the last one. I did not like Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, although he had good lines. But it just drove me, and I definitely didn't like Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. I just didn't like that Poison Ivy. But in the third one, I loved Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face. I thought it was great.
He's played the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Two-Face is kind of like the Joker a little bit. He's a
well, dude. So I watched
I
watched Batman Begins and The Dark Knight a couple days ago. I watched them both in one day. You know, I don't have time to watch all these news shows that come out, but I got time to watch all this shit. And it's like I just watched those and I said,
yeah,
I'm good with whatever.
Batman Begins is a fantastic movie, man.
Yeah, because I watched those and I even told my wife, I said, these movies are just so good. Like I got my perfect 2 Batman movies. The third one's a mess, and I know that, but like I got my 2 perfect Batman movies.
The first half hour, 40 minutes of that movie is I look like I'm a sucker for Batman Batman Begins. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for Batman origin story, and we all know what
and they did it, dude.
But to see the training and the shit he puts himself through to become,
and dude, Liam Neeson's so good in that movie, man.
So
like when he comes back to like his birthday party at the end, and he's just like, and he's like, we're like just talking all this shit, like we did this, we did that, and now we're back to finish the job. I was like, whoo, man, like this dude's a killer. You know,
unreal, dude. Ra's al Ghul is such a great fucking. People always tell me that Joker was Batman's greatest nemesis, and I'm like, nah. Joker was the pain in the ass for Batman. I give you that. And
he definitely showed that in the next movie.
But
smart guy.
They ran through the best. The best. You know? It's like just real quick.
I think they're 1A 1B because they're
for sure.
They push Batman in different ways.
That's a good point. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like,
that's true.
The Joker really is like that jester icon of, testing the Dark King to see,
if he can get him to go over that
right, to get him over that limit. Whereas Rosh is just like,
he's almost like the mental equivalent.
Yeah, he's
mentally smart, He's
right. He is Batman if Batman went into a direction that he morally couldn't.
Yes, yeah, good point. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. And it's like everything Batman knows, he's like almost like a step ahead of him, and it's and you're right. I didn't think of Joker that way. That's a good point though. Joker's that guy that's always pushing Batman's buttons. Push the button, just get him to
Yeah.
That's what
that's a good point.
He says at the end of Dark Knight, like,
dude, we're at 11 o'clock right
now. I know. What did you want to hit on?
So
did you want to hit on?
You want to start?
You want to run through this shit, like
so that nobody like falls asleep on us. Hopefully,
all right. Well, we're only going to go to 11:30, guys. So we're going to hit on this real quick.
Maybe 11:45, 12, if we can feel up to it. But we're going to go ahead and hit Toyfare. We're just going to pull up Toy Arc and
this is Toyfare in quotes because it would have been this
Toyfare at home.
It's in New York, so they're
Toyfare at home.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. I think that's like
great.
What NEC is officially calling their part. But give me a second and I'll pull up Toy Arc and we'll get going.
Yeah, it sucks they couldn't do it, man. Like this is,
I know,
the second year, I guess, in a row, because they did. I think they squeaked it out in 2020 before everything went down, and it's man, at this point, like you can figure out a way to do it. This is me being an asshole. Like you can figure out a way to do it safely. Like there's.
Yeah, it's that same old discussion we could go over a million times with it. If motherfuckers would just do what they gotta do,
all right,
we'll probably be all right.
Yeah.
But it's
all right. Boom, Infinite. Madness.
Yes, that's so cool.
What is NECA?
Yo,
what is this,
NECA Stoneheart fucking Predator. I don't know what the fuck this is from, but it looks
This
fucking
is
cool.
huge. So like they have a comparison of like it next to like a regular Predator, and it's like massive. Like it's like 10 inches tall or something.
Yo, look at that.
So they use they must have used the giant armored assassin Predator from okay.
So you're saying this is 18 inches?
It might be.
Yeah, so it's like not wait, how many inches did you say?
So like how tall? Much taller than a regular Predator is this?
I don't know, but keep scrolling. They might show a picture of it next to like a normal Predator, and like apparently
because they do have quite a few photos of this guy. The face is
through him,
like kind of creeperish, like the open one more than other Predator.
I don't know.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, he's about a foot tall.
Yeah, I think it might be this big mother. He might be using the same buck as this big motherfucker. That's probably what they did. They probably reused his body. They probably changed that. It looks like they changed.
Sorry
the
about
head,
that. If anybody got nauseous there, I was trying to see what.
You know, it's this guy. He's the assassin from the movie, the big ass, you like spliced Predator, and he was just a big motherfucker, like really a lot bigger than a normal Predator.
Now, NECA and Target are partnering up to do Haulathon, the first of its kind global collectors event featuring the best in exclusive figures and never-before-seen collectibles. This 4-week one-of-a-kind collaboration kicks off on March 18th and will be available at Target and Target.com within the U.S. and internationally at Haulathon.com. And they're shown here Elvira, Alf, of course NECA, because NECA's the one that's doing it.
Yeah.
Turtles, Hello Kitty, RuPaul. I can't wait.
So this is weird. These are all NECA properties, but what does NECA have that's just theirs? You know, what I mean?
Is RuPaul going to make? I mean, are they going to make RuPaul figures?
I sure as fuck hope so for Drag Race.
Dude, if they do, I'm in, dude. I'm buying some cross-dressing motherfuckers.
Yo, they need to give me an Alaska. Give me an Alaska.
I'm gonna have Flint fucking around like Eddie Murphy in the back of a car with a fucking.
God damn you, Wes. I'm sharing screen so I can't run the goddamn crawler. Gremlins, Kid Robot, Chia Pet, The Evil Dead, and Back to the Future Part 2.
Oh, great! That's
the dog monster from The Thing.
Oh, that's cool. So cool.
Yeah. They're chipping away at this movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, they are goddamn. I tell you, NECA
is it Kurt Russell?
Yeah, they already did Kurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This thing looks cool as shit. Unfortunately, I do whatever you want to a human. You know, fucking hostile all day, but like body horror with an animal gets to be a little. That's why the thing is still so creepy to me to this day.
That's an insane movie, dude.
Look at that shit.
I'm telling you, dude.
Oh, and I've seen The American Werewolf in London. I need to get that.
Oh, you know what? I had it on pre-order and I bailed on it, and now I saw it again. And I was like, I might have to.
All right, let me see what they're saying here about these turtles.
Yeah, this is the turtles thing. That's just an accessory pack. Like it's just alternate heads.
No, it says Turtles 4-pack and accessory set coming to the next.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess like the heads are from the second movie.
Yeah,
but the bodies are the same as from the first movie.
So I
mean, which they're like for a lot of people. There's
a, so like,
that's a lot of people that are into this shit. Like they do the first movie only. So like I know for me, like I'm passing on that new shit.
Check. It didn't say TMNT Renee.
Yeah, she's from the cartoon or something, or maybe from the comics. Like she's like a time trapper or something.
Time chick.
I have no idea. She got some good sized thighs there, man.
Why is Charles Xavier
like Mary J. Blige, bro?
Yeah, Mary J. Blige thighs, baby.
To me, my X-Men.
She'll squeeze your head.
What the? I don't get it. Oh yes, okay. Here we go, guys. This makes me happy. I'm into this. I'm all in. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Universal Monsters.
We got these all on pre-order. For
Eli. The Mummy.
Eli's like obsessed with these, man.
It's an undead Michelangelo.
Yes, dude. Look at the fucking iconography, the hieroglyphics and the scarab and shit. That's dope.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my god, that's so cool.
Look at his shell.
something special.
Oh, is this
That's
up for
really
pre-order
cool.
already? Because I don't want to miss
my
on this
God.
fucker. Look at his lips.
Who's gonna be the Dracula? I wonder. Oh my god, that's gotta be.
So they have they got like a
Oh,
Frankenstein and
look at that. Oh, it says alternate head too, Nick. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And look at the the nunchucks. Those are dope. Onk nunchucks. The
That's
snake.
badass, dude.
yeah, these are cool, man. We got them all coming, dude. Like to this house.
So they've done the werewolf in this, right? They haven't shown a third one, have they?
They got the there's like
the werewolf.
I think Raph is Frankenstein, and then Leo
is the werewolf.
Maybe no, I think he's like the Hunchback or something.
That's right, the Hunchback. They're doing they're saying he's Igor.
Yeah, and they haven't shown.
Oh, he's really?
So
yeah, Dracula.
They haven't yet, so
they're not doing like all the normal like Universal monsters or whatever. I think there's
kind of figuring out like
what fits to like.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna do like the
Sam. If you look at all the stuff on the Hunchback shit, it's not really like the Hunchback in Notre Dame. It's Igor.
Yeah, like just like what's his face, like, yeah.
All right, so I guess we got Boss Fight Studios doing Zorro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow, okay. Huh.
Is this 1/12 scale?
So
or?
this will be 118 scale probably. Because isn't that what they do is 118?
I think they do a little bit
3
of
3/4 inch.
It really doesn't say.
Okay. That looks like 3 3/4 inch to me, but
yeah, kind of does, especially from the quality of it.
Yeah. That's pretty badass though. Look at Zorro. I look at the mustache.
That's cool, man.
And they have the horses already too, so they can definitely make his horse.
Yeah, I think he's 3/4 because of the hips.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, it looks like it. But you know what, those guys, hey, they're good. They put so much detail. Into 3 3/4. Sure. It's incredible, dude.
Oh, and they're gonna do Zorro the Gay Blade too.
That is an awesome movie, by the way. Any of you in the chat that haven't seen that must see that. It's an incredible movie, dude. You will laugh your ass off. I'm just saying. And it's older, but you'll laugh.
Hell yeah.
That was Nick. Was that George Hamilton that played him?
I think so.
That played the Gay Blade? I think it was George Hamilton. The man with the tan, man.
Oh shit! I just closed it. There we go.
Man with the tan, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. That's pretty cool.
Mezco
went kind of nuts. They did dude. This Green Goblin.
Everything keeps opening on me.
It looks dumb, dude.
Yeah, I'm not into them. These I kind of am.
Yeah, these are cool. So if I ever see these, I'll get them for my kids. They love they love Scooby Doo.
Are you kidding? Got the Mystery Machine too. Oh my, get the fuck out of here!
Look at this.
Dude, I'm not even
Goblin, dude.
I'm not even into the Spidey. The Spidey looks trash.
Yeah, like there's dude, and it's like I've said it since the beginning. Like Mezco, like there's some stuff that they do that works, and some stuff like this superhero unitard shit doesn't work for them. Man.
I don't know though, y'all. Listen, I love pummeling them for that, but that suit looked better than others that I've seen. Though I'm not saying it's good, great or nothing, but it doesn't look as bad as some of the other ones.
Yeah, but if you're paying that much for these figures, I mean, it should be dope as fuck.
I agree. And
this is Atticus Doom. Is this going to be one of their originals? I guess, kind of like the Gomez's and shit. I don't know.
That is cool looking though. Holy shit.
Yo.
Creep show? Get the fuck.
Yeah. An 18-inch doll.
Oh man, that's badass, dude.
Then you're getting Pattinson.
Oh, Pattinson, Batman, of course. Oh, we knew that was gonna be coming, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
Hopefully,
now here's their new thing, Static 6. So is this gonna be like 6 scale statues?
Huh. Interesting.
Or 6-inch statues? I have no idea, guys.
Me either. No clue.
But you're getting the red pyramid head from Silent Hill 2. Let me just scroll up real quick. I can keep place where Damien is right there and see. Yeah, they're saying there's a trailer, so I'm thinking that these are just for like their special shit like Gomez, like I said.
Okay.
5 points, Silent Hill 2, Pyramid Thing, and Bubblehead Nurse.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then 112, and then the 112 Snake Eyes is coming up too. But of course, they don't mention the best thing in the full fucking show.
Of course, that little bitch boy Damien.
Bitch boy,
Finally, man.
Look at this.
Oh God!
All right, the cave.
I will say this,
Robin, man.
I will say this about him, Nick. I do think he has the best Robin suit of any of them, though.
Of course,
hands down. I love his I love his look as Robin. He's fucking badass. His mask looks cool as shit. It's
look at his snake eyes.
That looks good.
Man.
It looks good, but it's like, man, like
112. Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's 112.
All right.
Yeah, Mezco got
G.I.
Joe.
That's gonna be. That's got to be soft goods like a motherfucker.
So what if they show for G.I. Joe? I know they showed their Destro.
Yeah,
this might only be the second one.
See, they could pull this off good if they do the soft goods like in like a smooth material, like almost like a pleather kind of thing or something. Just don't fuck around and try to make it like pajamas.
So here's color of your 5 points pinhead, pyramid head, and the bubble nurse. And I guess this is going to be something from. Okay, so that Atticus guy.
Yeah, that's a Rumble Society thing.
Yeah,
so that's a Mezco original character. So.
Yeah, all right, just like
that's.
That's dope.
I think it looks neat as shit. I don't know, man.
Damn, it's probably already
sold out. These are great. Like so this one apparently lasted for like an hour before it sold out, which is insane by like Mezco standards. But like this stuff just always seems so fun to me because it's like there's no fiction really tied to it. So I think it's just smart to me. Like it's like
I'm gonna try and find this shit. I think. Beware the Medusa hand.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it.
So the two things here are the original characters look like Cthulhu head guy and Skull Genie magic guy, and their original things from Mezco was a 1/12 line. Oh, that staff is dope. It's a staff with a skull with a pentagram on it for the Atticus Doom figure.
Shit.
Yeah, this stuff tickles my fancy, especially this Cthulhu guy.
Dude, that all it's all the same figure, Nick.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, so I'd have to get two.
Yeah, the Cthulhu head's like an alternate head.
See, that's why we have you here. Okay, look at that.
Dude,
so he takes
cool.
He takes his turban off and he shows his brain with an eye.
Yeah, it's like what does this mean?
Fuck.
Like, why does he have an eyeball in his brain? Like, what is it? It's like there's like
it's so wild, dude.
Shit. I love it, man. I love their like
exclusive look at that.
That's Dr. Nocturnal, whoever the fuck he is. I think it's just so good.
That is so dope. I'm into that. They got a comic coming with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay, I'm in now. I gotta go hunt down this shit. So good. So good. I feel nice. All right, next Defenders of the Earth. These Defenders of the Earth. I mean, what the fuck, guys? All right, so we're seeing Garax, which is going to be a hard figure to, translate. That's fine. Okay, yeah. I understand because it's kind of a cel-shaded look. Okay, it looks decent for what they could do. Look at this drawing of Lothar, though. That's fucking dope, right?
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Yeah.
Look at his fucking frog face. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how come it did not translate into the fucking figure at all.
I mean, it looks like a bald Marlon Brando doing blackface. Oh, look what they did to my boy. Let me tell you,
it's really funny thing about them. When it comes to like human head sculpt, sometimes
here we go, man. Drake
can be very hit and miss, and that one, that's not so bad.
That's
but
not
it's very
bad.
bland.
But
it's not
dude,
it's very bland looking though. But
it's like he doesn't even look. Lothar doesn't even look human.
No, he doesn't. He looks weird, and this one, like, that's great. Look,
that Mandrake, he could be what's his name? He could be who's that dude? Zatara from the DC universe.
Yeah, Zatanna's mother, father. Yeah, father, mother, cousin.
But at least this one's a lot closer to the art than this.
But look, you can see the close up here on this Lothar, and it is horrific. It's gonna sound like I'm being racist, but I'm not trying to be. It really looks like for this black man they used fucking like the bottom molding of their King Kong.
I just think I don't know. The sculpt did not come out good.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look like a human being.
He looks like I don't even know what they were thinking.
And again, that's NECA on that shit. Like, look, the other. But then you go back up here with all this shit like the Thing Dog, and it's dope.
Yeah, it looks good.
Their sculpt is usually good, but faces and heads sometimes they're very hit and miss. NECA.
Okay, so I guess
NECA can do it well sometimes.
I guess this is all they're showing from Storm so far that we're seeing is
Paul Phoenix. Look at that.
Paul Phoenix with that high top fade.
That high top fade is amazing, dude. Holy shit.
And then we got Mortal Kombat 3 Liu Kang.
Oh, there you go. Looking all like a jacked up Bruce Lee. Go ahead. Anyway.
Preview of the Robo Duo Voltron by 3-0. New preview has been released. We originally saw the figure when it was on display at One Hobby earlier this month. He will be 12 inches tall when fully formed. So that means, I guess, that you can like take these off and transform them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will update when further details are released. For now, you can see the preview image by clicking on the shit below. Go ahead, Sam.
I was gonna say, I think this looks like just okay. Like, there's an SOC one that's about the same size, and then but I heard that Blitzway one is like fucking terrible. Apparently,
really,
it's like riddled with issues and stuff. I haven't seen a review.
I know some people. I know some people in our chat, like EE, have been going back and forth on the Blitzway and stuff because it is bigger than the SOC, but like. He shared a video in one of our chats about like a review from a Blitzway that was pretty bad, and then
I agree
because for Blitzway, if you're throwing out $700 for a Voltron, you better be fucking happy.
And here's the thing, like 3-0, like they have a track record of putting out like robot toys. As stupid as it sounds, which Blitzway doesn't. Like they put out like 1/6 Ghostbusters, and then they make a fucking Voltron.
Right.
Like what are we doing?
Right. Agreed.
Dragon Ball Z First Form Cell.
Yeah, they didn't. I think this is pretty much it that they showed, and this was released a long time ago. So I don't. They don't usually make a big deal for Toyfare, but.
Okay, these are interesting to me for one reason. Okay, here you go. These are Star Trek Prodigy figures.
Yeah, that show is kind of. I mean, I'm not. Look, I know it's a kiddie show. I get it, more kids.
Yeah,
but I mean, dude, Janeway, really like is in it, and then Janeway really like it's a hologram of her, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you're like me and you're a big Voyager fan. Captain Janeway is awesome, you know. So at the I guess I don't know if it's the season finale or if it's a mid-season finale. I'm not sure, but she like it's not a hologram. She actually makes the real Janeway makes an appearance. You know, it's on the not.
Did she have a nice mug of coffee with her?
I think she. I do think there's. I think she has to have a coffee cup in her hand.
I hated Voyager with a passion.
See, I loved Voyager, but I loved Voyager. I thought Janeway was okay, but I like the other characters on Voyager more than Janeway. Like I like
just
B'Elanna
didn't like it
Torres.
all. Like
She was a
all
hottie.
of it annoyed me. Like
if I was gonna bang a half Klingon, half human chick, it'd be B'Elanna Torres.
Really, it wouldn't have been Kalar.
No. Kalar was a little.
You need to
me.
go. Oh, you need to go
Kalar,
back and watch that. Kalar got some booty.
She's hot, but I'm saying she could break me in two. Like B'Elanna. Oh, B'Elanna did have a temper though. That's true. B'Elanna had a temper. It's some Klingon bitches, man. Have Klingon, man.
Yeah.
It's rough. I just thought she was cuter than Kalar. I don't know. I did that.
I didn't. But the thing about these that is interesting to me is Playmates got the Star Trek license back from Diamond, and
that's interesting.
what they're doing they're re-releasing their classic 5.5 inch like 5-point set like that they did way back in the 90s. They're doing kind of like they've updated it like very minimally. But these are for Star Trek Prodigy, and these are new figures that are more articulated. Of course, this is this is an animated show, but if they're doing new figures for this with more articulation, and look at that, those are pinless.
Yeah, looks cool, dude. You can see,
so I might get some shit that's new for like Discovery and the new Star Trek show coming out in May, Brand New Worlds, which would make me happy as hell.
Yeah, could. Who knows? They may retro us out and maybe give us some new next generation
that stuff.
So I don't know.
All right, here's some horror and turtle stuff that they did. I guess we're getting 18-inch again for Chucky and Tiffany.
Holy shit!
Replica dolls. Yeah.
Well, you might as well. That show is cool. I hope back this season.
I think that's dope. That's the last Ronin from the new IDW series that they did a little bit ago. I guess it's still going on with Turtles, about a future story in which one of the Turtles is the last survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Here we go. Halloween 3. Basically, I guess these are going to be a wave of Toonie Terrors.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. What else do we get?
I like it.
Ooh. Iron Studios. Dude, I'm really trying to talk myself out of the goddamn Universal statues they're doing because those are beautiful. Got an Alpha 5.
I think everything they do is solid, man. Like,
yeah.
That's pretty cool looking.
Alpha 5 from Power Rangers looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Them feet are big as fuck, though. Goddamn. I didn't remember his feet. Yeah, I didn't remember his feet being gigantic in the show. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if the show does feed that often, though. So it's hard to say.
He's compensating.
Yeah.
Is that all that's here? Is all these is there like 50? Here we go. Back to the Future 3.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
That's dope.
That's what the cars with the real reels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass, dude. Oh hell yeah. That's badass. Holy shit.
I don't know if it's on Toy. We'll go to it because I want to talk about it. But the fucking DeLorean from Hot Toys.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably going to be 800. I think Jay said it was going to be like 800. It's beautiful though.
Now,
this isn't bad either.
What scale is that?
1/10.
That's 1/10. Oh, interesting.
So here's your dimensions right here, Russ. 9 high, 22.4 high, wide, and 11 deep.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Huh. Shit.
That's dope.
That's really good.
Fucking Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. Really cool.
So you got the DeLorean from Back to the Future 3. You got Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future 3 with the big gun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, he's huge. Dimensions on fucking Doc Brown are 12.6 inches high, 6.7 wide, and 5.1 depth. And that's in inches. This looks great.
It's pretty awesome.
Here's a 1/10 Domino.
This is great.
Oh, that's Domino. You see, I try to was trying to explain to my wife that the Domino that she saw in the Deadpool movie is that's not
Dude, they didn't show this other shit.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying, like, they
sorry.
didn't show this other shit here that we're getting in this recap. The Lady Deathstrike. There's a Lady Deathstrike statue, a Loki for president, and
That's
a
pretty
Prince
cool.
Adam for fucking He-Man. Look at the mushrooms on the
course.
base.
That's neat as shit, dude.
That's
Look
cool.
at that.
Oh, here we go. Here's Lady Deathstrike. Sorry about that,
there
guys.
you go.
And again, this is 1/10 scale, and this, I guess, will be like something adjacent to your Sentinels or something.
10th scale is like basically like
Kotobukiya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Loki for president.
We have 69 subscribers. Really? What a great
Cool.
fucking number.
Fuck
69.
yeah.
Nobody else subscribed, and then also nobody else ever leaves.
We're gonna stay 69.
We're content with our growth.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick every other subscriber after, and we're just gonna have to collate like the best 69 subscribers.
Yeah.
So we're getting Marty McFly here. Dimensions are 9 high, 5.9 wide, and 5.1 deep.
It's Clint Eastwood. Dude.
Clint Eastwood. Oh my god, look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm
like how many cool fucking He-Man things do we need? God damn it, that's dope.
There's a lot going on right now,
that's
man.
pretty badass, dude.
After this, if we have time, I'll show off my shit. Did you see that shit, Russ?
What?
My Battle Cat and shit.
I did see that. Yes, I did. You're,
I had fun doing that. Go ahead.
You made the way you did the purple. It looks. I don't know how you got the shine out of it. So because I mean I know there's matting. You can mat it down, but you matted it down to where it looks. I don't know how to explain it. It looks good. You didn't overdo it. It just looks like the proper. There's no, it's like you managed to get rid of the gloss that always pops up on paint. That glossiness.
What we'll do is
it's a good looking.
After we get through with this, if we have time, I'll show it off. But I don't think we will. I'll post some pictures in the MPSP group.
Yeah.
Another thing that came out this weekend was the NECA Universal Monsters Mummy Accessories Kit, which is a fucking coffin.
Yeah.
And you got like the ark with the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
That's fucking cool, dude.
A knocks on the moon. I love
it.
I love this shit. Look at how good that looks. NECA, see, NECA doing great.
Yeah,
but why is my Lothar gotta look like
this for me? It's weird with NECA, man. They'll do some shit really good and they'll drop the ball on something, man. It's wild.
Here we go.
I understand it.
Hero hacks from the people that do Vitruvian hacks. These are 3 3/4, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting a I guess that would be a comic style Flash Gordon the Merciless.
Being the Merciless, yeah.
Then we're getting Flash
like
Gordon from the movie. Yep. And
right.
This was Timothy Dalton, right?
Yeah. I think
so. It's Flash Gordon and the Timothy Dalton character. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either. Yeah, that's
Flash with the white T-shirt.
I will buy that. If I see that, I'll get it. Yeah. Just the football. Yeah, man. I would.
Oh, it's the chick.
Yeah,
Oh, she had the greatest eyes ever.
She was beautiful, man. The eyes were great.
What's her name? Meg White.
It might be. It might have been.
I think so. And I'm talking like she's dead. She's probably still alive.
She's probably
then this dude here with the wings. He was like the gruff guy.
Like it's rough because I feel like a lot of the old school movie hot chicks like didn't age well. A lot of them turned into old nasties. So
I don't know who all these characters are. I see a Phantom Flash, Wing Guy, Lady.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure, guys. Sorry, I failed
Yeah.
you. More people. I have absolutely 2 different Phantoms, a wolf added, Ming, some dude in a trench coat. I guess he may be the Flasher.
Defenders of the Earth, defenders.
I'm getting
Ooh, there you
messages.
go. Fan. Is that what is? I wonder if that's his daughter.
Oh, he's got a fucking horse.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
The
badass.
Sing Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, Shemi.
Oh,
Tarzan and Jane, I guess, right?
they did. They're doing Tarzan, and that's cool.
I don't know
man.
who is that. I don't know if
Is-
Shanna was Marvel. I don't know what her name would be. It was no, Shanna's not Marvel, is she?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember what her name would be, but if that's not because I don't think that's Jane.
No, but
No, she's
I
cool
love,
looking.
I love the alternate head too. That's cool as shit.
Yeah, I wish. Hey guys, toy companies, if for whatever reason, if you ever fucking see this, please, if you do promotions, put the names on the fucking pictures. There we go.
Yes.
The 11th Phantom and the Sing Pirates. I know what those are. I just
Right.
don't have it in my expansive geek memory to remember every single fucking character. So please help me out just a little.
Yeah, that chick. They do a good job on. That's amazing.
All right, let's see.
Hard to believe that's like those are like 3 3/4 to 4 inch.
Yeah.
4 inches or so. That's amazing.
Oh, here we go. Playmates is doing a last Ronin also because they have the turtles still.
Man, look at that.
So yeah, here you go. Black and white artist proof edition.
Holy fuck.
Then you got a colored one. I'm not spoiling who the last Ronin is. Nice packaging. That's not bad. I like that white packaging better for the PX exclusive.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's really nice. So what you've got is a Playmates turtle with a white and black artist proof, which is previews exclusive, and then your regular color version of the last Ronin. Super 7, I think, is doing Ghost, right? Yep, Super 7, right? Dorkside Toys. Super 7, there we go. Yeah, so Ghost. So this is Papa Emeritus 2.
Oh, shit.
Look at that shit.
Man, that's cool, dude. Look at that. That's
like
so
I would buy these Ghost figures just to
Yeah.
put like with other shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
I love shit like this. We already saw Liu Kang.
Yeah.
NECA Elton John live in 75 8-inch with a fucking piano.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. Dude, I bet you the amount of drugs fucking Elton John was doing in 75 would kill
probably because that's when he was at the height
the
of
entire
his career, too,
NFL.
Yeah, the entire NFL. None of you could survive.
NECA quarter scale Leonardo from the cartoon. First pick here, we got a slice of pizza. Got 2 katanas, Leo and Blue and pizza. Got his turtle communicator. Looking at 2 sets of hands here, maybe 3 in total. Looks like 2 different mouths. You're gonna be able to pop the top of the head off with his mask and put it on 2 different mouths that for the head peg there. This is from NECA, and that's quarter scale.
That's pretty badass, actually.
Oh, so this is finally coming out, I guess. Quasar.
They showed that. Yeah, they showed it before.
Yeah, finally in store, not available, shipping. Yes, I will be buying this. We weren't able to put the item in my cart. Hi guys, check out with PayPal. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna do live because I've been waiting for this figure to come out fucking months, and yeah.
God damn, dude.
Sorry.
we'll get right back to looking at the toys in one moment.
There we go.
While Masterpiece Shitpiece himself makes a purchase.
If I wasn't
That's
screen
awesome.
sharing, I would have seen if anybody else in the chat needed one.
Oh yeah, if Chuck were in here, he'd be bitching at you for not.
But hey, we all do what we can.
Oh, shit.
So here we go. This is a cool figure, man. I was always a Quasar guy. This is one of the first titles that Greg Capullo, who currently does great stuff on Batman, was originally on before Spawn. I believe it was before. Yeah, I believe either before Spawn or right around the same time. Quasar's been cool. He was in a lot of cool Avengers stories, Operation Galactic Storm, shit like that. Just a cool background character. Kind of a legacy character because he carries the negabands of Captain Marvel. They did change that canonically later, but originally that's what it was. 112 figures from Boss Fight Studios look like original characters, if I'm not mistaken.
This is what you were talking about when you said they dared do. I didn't know that Boss Fight was doing 112 scale.
La Borinquena.
That's pretty
La Gargola, which is like a gargoyle person. And excuse my butchering of these pronunciations. Oro El Coque Dorado. Lutz. And La Borinquena. And again, my Facebook 3% of Puerto Rican does not allow me to speak Spanish fluently. Yeah, I did. That was the funniest thing ever. I took one of those Facebook race things. Yeah, I think this is stuff that we've already seen. So I think we're good there. Yeah. Let me go ahead and figure out how to do this. Beautiful. Guess news coming out was Obi Toppin won the dunk contest. There. See, Chuck is in there. Sorry, Chuck.
I saw. Oh, Chuck, I'm sorry.
Sam was saying he was going to be back.
Yeah, he had to go. He had to go baby wrangle.
I figure we can. We're right up at 11:30, exactly where we wanted to be. Mm-hmm. I figure Sam's having to take care of his baby, so
sure.
Well, let's go ahead and pop off.
You want to pop off? We'll jump in the chair and we'll jump in.
Give me a few minutes after I sign off, and I'll be in the hangout with everybody. Just a reminder, tomorrow again, 2-year anniversary for the Nerds Have Spoken. Please, if you guys have time, go ahead and check them out. We're actually gonna have a special announcement tomorrow for something involving both of our shows. So you guys stay tuned to hear about it then.
I'm sure if you're interested in popping on for a second, if you hit Jason up, he can probably work it out with you to pop in for a couple of minutes and chat for a couple minutes.
And if you forget to hit him up, be in the live chat and hit him up, and if he can let you in, he will.
That's a good point. Yeah, that too. So
and they don't usually go live that much, so this is a special show and a special thing.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. I've seen them go live a couple of times, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty cool. They're not. I mean, it's supposed to be a fun time. So, and you'll probably see a few of us on there too. So, don't let that ruin it for you. But
we got you. We're going live. We share links. All right, Larry.
See, there you go.
All right, guys. I love y'all. Good night. Peace, love, and hair grease. See you in the broadcast. Hangout. We're out. Be good.
Peace out.